You know, sometimes I gotta question myself, because I look back at the previous year's thumbnails, and I think it was February 3rd last year was our Monday stream. It was a moose grinding stream, and we're still doing this, still going after a Great One moose, but we, spent 20 months after a Great One black bear? It finally happened, and there is some consistency happening here. If you didn't catch Friday's stream, we started to get to a decent spot, so we'll see if we can continue that. Hopefully I can remember some of the spots that we were going to, and we'll see if we can get ourselves some big males. What's up, Zygards? Reinhardt's in here, Denny's in here. Imagine if Flinter had Great One luck. Yeah, right. Hey, let me just go prone. I meant to do that. Definitely what I wanted to do. So glad about the black bear. I remember at some stage, and it's been a while, somebody asked me when we were still grinding for both which one I prefer, moose or bear, and I chose bears because at least with moose, we can grind in the daylight. If and when another Great One comes out that's nighttime grinding only, or at least nighttime drink zones, it might be a little bit of bear PTSD. What's up, Clayton? Thank you for the luck, I appreciate that. Hopefully, we do have the Great One luck, and hopefully we have the internet luck. I've turned down the bitrate a little bit, because literally just like last Monday, our interwebs are not cooperating, which maybe is a sign, because we killed our Great One bear Tuesday, right after a laggy stream. Maybe this is a good thing. I did see one up there, asking about the new Way the Hunter map. We're gonna have, I think the plan is, assuming I don't get like deathly ill tomorrow, video and stream tomorrow, video and stream Wednesday, and then we'll probably get back to like normal schedule, but it'll still be Way the Hunter videos, I'd say Thursday, maybe Saturday. And then we'll start to mix some other stuff back in. That would be why we had a classic video yesterday. What's up, Autoboy? What is the cost for the new Way the Hunter map? That is a great question that I do not know the answer to. Great One roe deer? Listen, I wouldn't complain. I actually think Great One roe deer could be really cool. Deathly ill? I'm just saying, you know. I don't want to come out here and say there's definitely going to be a video in a stream 2 days in a row and then I get sick. I shouldn't even say it. I'm almost never too sick to stream. I have missed very few streams because I was sick. The last time, when was that? Last April, a little less than a year ago. The last time I missed, and I think it might have been a video, I don't know that we missed a stream. It wasn't even because I was too sick. My voice was gone. Like, I just couldn't talk. Cost will be $10, $9.99 American, $9.99 Eagles. I don't know. But I get to watch Flinter fair trade. Being sick sucks. It does indeed. I'd say knock on wood, but Shadow would flip out. Yeah, we don't need more Shadow barking. Look, oh, there's a decent one. I was about to say, look at all these small males, but we'll take that. What was your first diamond in Call of the Wild? It was a musk deer right here on Medvedtaka. It was actually right about there. Right where this kind of like chokes down a little bit. The day before, this is actually, there has never been a more appropriate hunt to ask that question. The day before, I sort of messed up a level 5 moose that would have been a diamond. I say sort of messed up, because back then there was something called consecutive harvest, and essentially, if you shot something and didn't claim it, your consecutive harvest bonus would fall off. And if you're familiar at all with the old scoring system, maybe you've seen screenshots of diamonds that would score like 1,000. That was achieved through the base score of the animal, like what we have now, and then bonuses. Quick kill bonus, integrity bonus, which was just using the right weapon, and consecutive harvest. Anyway, I didn't have my consecutive harvest bonus, therefore I lost my diamond moose. Next day, same general area, ended up getting a diamond musk deer. Kill count. Honestly, I don't know. I would imagine we're over 5,000, we may be approaching 6,000. I stopped counting around 4K. And the moose grind has been very slow. While we've had, and it's been almost always on stream, I've done some off-camera grinding, but while we've had a bunch of moose grinding streams since we came back and since I stopped counting, only the last stream do we have any kind of decent rate. I think in the last stream we were getting something like 40 moose an hour. Let's actually, before we get too far down this rabbit hole here, why don't we write that down today? Last time I tried to do this, the internet was so bad I gave up counting. So 953 and we've killed what, 2? 3? 3. So it'll be 950. Write that down. And we will see where we're at the end of the stream. See what kind of rate we can get across 2 hours. Have you ever played Hunting Sim 2? Yes. Maybe 8-10 videos on this channel. I liked the game. I personally, I think, gave it more of a chance than a lot of the community and that kind of stuff did. Because the animal models aren't good. Let's make that very clear. But I liked what they did with the dog. I liked the way they did the weapons. The general mechanics were good. But they obviously had sponsors, I think, in the camouflage and the different gun companies and stuff. And they spent, to me, they spent so much time and so many resources making the camo and the guns look good that they just completely disregarded how the animals look, and they look pretty pathetic. Good lord, I can't read that. Pobzanelli something? I hate that the YouTube subs don't come up in my alert thing, so I can't read them properly. But thank you for subscribing if you're here. I say if you're here because YouTube subscription alerts are very weird how they come through. It may have happened a long time ago. Have you not gotten a Great One Moose? Nope. We had, well over 2,000 kills on Layton. We're probably over 3,000 kills here on Medved. Never had a Great One Moose. Our diamond luck, frankly, isn't even very good. Oh boy, Meese. Isn't it just amusing? I know, K-Flow. You shot your red deer at 7:12? Yeah, you got your red deer... Boy, I think mine was 10. Like 3 hours before my bear. I saw you posted it, and I didn't say anything because the video hadn't come out yet, but I was like, oh, no way. We got our great ones a couple hours apart. Have you got any tips for lions with a bow?
But if you close your emotional damage, emotional damage, emotional damage, emotional damage.
I don't know who did that, but I feel like that was in relation to my lack of Great One moves. Tips for lion with a bow. I mean, honestly, I would use the collar as much as possible. I think both like the predator collar for coyotes and the bear collar work. So, yeah, I mean, set up in a position where the wind is to your advantage and try to call them in. It's a slow process. They don't come in fast. Do you play on a private server for the Great One grinds? I always do single player for Great One grinds. Well, that's not entirely true. Every now and then Kylo will jump on, like with my bears. I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago, we maybe spent, I think like 4 hours, something like that, in multiplayer, where she was shooting bears, I was shooting bears. Other than that, I just do it in single player. There's too many variables with multiplayer. Like, you just never know if someone's gonna shoot one by accident or if you're gonna get some kind of weird lag. I would just prefer to remove those variables when I'm trying to get something that, at least for me, is insanely rare and insanely unlikely. Thoughts on a new map? Thoughts in the sense of, like, what I want it to be? I still think Greenland would be awesome. Do I think they're gonna do it? Probably not. But that would be like my preference for where I'd want it to be. I really like Medved. I like the Arctic environment. I'd like to see like muskox and caribou, Arctic wolves, Arctic fox, snowshoe hare. You could do a lot of species on a map like that. I think, maybe I'm wrong, because I don't know, bison are just sort of there on maps where they exist, but I think muskox would be a community favorite. What's up, bro? Been a subscriber since 2018. Always love your videos. Well, thank you, man. Very much appreciate the long-standing support, and thanks for stopping in to the stream as well. I think a Scottish Highlands map would be amazing. So I kind of agree as far as like the actual the land you'd be hunting. What I don't know is, and this is just lack of knowledge, is like how many new species would there be on a Scottish Highlands map? Because I'm thinking of red deer and then some small game stuff, probably chamois. I don't know if there's chamois out there. Seems like that would be a thing. I don't know, roe deer, and then I'm thinking of like foxes and stuff. I don't know what else is out there. What's going on, Stoop? If I'm doing a whitetail Great One grind, how many setups should I have? I'm the wrong person to ask. I don't have a lot of like technical knowledge when it comes to Great One grinds. I just sort of shoot a bunch of stuff and hope for the best. What seems to work really well with any grind is finding your consistent spots, places where time after...
You look like a pissant.
Thanks, Paul. Time after time. I might never get rid of that sound alert, by the way. Anyway. You go there, if you're doing whitetail, you shoot your bucks. You move on, go to your next spot, etc., etc. Every time you come back, there's new bucks there. I would say your setup, you want to have as many of those as possible. That's what I try to do, like, in the title, I forget what I called it, finding consistency with the moose grind or something like that. What we've been working on with moose here, as I'm just running by dead ones, is finding those spots where we can reliably kill bull moose. You know, if I could make those go away, I would. I hate them on YouTube so much. Anyway, yeah. We're trying to find the places where you can get the most moose consistently. Or for your case, the most whitetail consistently. Did we not drop that big one? I am confusion. Congrats on the great one, Bear. Thank you.
It's a bottle of water.
Good lord, have we had them all yet? Oh, we didn't get the big one. I thought we smoked that. Quick question, what gun combo would you recommend for someone with no DLCs?
So I don't get fined?
I can't remember if I did a video. So I did a loadout video, like the best loadout for 2024.
Smell like pudding.
I do not. I think we're through them all now. I do not remember if I did a base game version. I think I did. If you look up like Flinter best loadout.
Okay, but what if you died?
How do we have that many sound alerts? If you look out Flinter best loadout, you should be able to find that video, and I think I go over it there.
Those are some nice tracks. Want to follow them?
I literally didn't think we had that many sound alerts. Kyle was telling me we gotta add more. There's too many. That's official. Random sounds. I just, like, if they were on Twitch, it'd be fine, because it shows up on the screen, it makes sense. A lot of people who don't watch the Twitch streams are like, what's going on right now? Only found the loadouts for 2021? I think I did it in late 2023, but it was like for 2024, I believe. Best way to hunt whitetail on Layton. Are you trying to grind, or what sort of hunt are you looking to do? Because I think my answer will be different. Someone needs to mod that to say those are some nice great one tracks. It's basically a Siri voice, right? So you could probably do it. What is the best gun for grinding moose? I think pretty clearly it is the 300 Canning Magnum. So you get it with the Yukon Valley DLC. The 338, the bolt action from the Hunter Power Pack, is almost as good. I think you can fire the 300 just a tick faster, so that helps because moose do flee pretty quick. But if I had the 338, I'd show you. Basically, watch how still my crosshairs stay when I chamber another round here. See, they don't move, but you see my hand chamber around? They move obviously when you shoot, but after that, with the 338, when you chamber around, is more realistic because like you're bumping your hand into the gun to work the bolt. It kind of forces the crosshairs kind of up into the left a tiny bit, and it's the slightest inconvenience for getting back on target. The 300 it doesn't have that. You might as well not inconvenience yourself by using the 338. Unless that's all you got. That's how we got our great one bear. Hunting whitetail casual on Layton. Okay, oh, hello. What are you doing? That would be a much easier thing. So I would definitely set the time to about 8:30, 9 a.m. They drink from 8 to 11. And then, honestly, the amount of whitetail zones I find in Balmont, I would just, that big, like, center lake system on the map, I would just work around the edges of that. There should be whitetail all over the place, especially on the northern part. What's up, Joe? The wolf says, what's up, too? So we did have some bull, I think it was a bunch of cows last time, but this is not a part of our consistent rotation, but I'm going to look here anyway. What is the best map and species for experience grind to get to level 60 in your opinion? Probably Te Awaroa and like a combination of red deer and fallow deer. You can, just the pure amount of both of those species that exist in any given zone, you can kill so many so quickly. And especially red deer, they give great XP because basically it's not super linear. But essentially, XP is down to the maximum level of the animal, meaning an animal that maxes at level 9, a red deer, will give you better XP than an animal that maxes at level 5, like a moose. So if you shot like a level 3 male red deer, it'll give you way better XP than level 3 male moose. So the level of the animal doesn't make sense, doesn't matter. Makes sense? What? Let me try that again. The actual level of the animal doesn't matter. The maximum level for that species is kind of what matters. So the red deer especially will give you really good XP, but fallow deer, just the amount you can get, fantastic choice as well. And they're both on the same map, and they drink back to back. So red deer drink 6 to 10 a.m. Fallow deer follow that 10 to 1300. So if you start at, say, 6:30, you can hunt till, like, 1 o'clock in the afternoon and just shoot those species over and over again. If you have the time, 2-3 days, you can beat level 60. Moose should have been non-legendary. I'd get behind that. I like them as 5 medium. Like, when I see 5 medium moose, it feels like that's correct. But I think it would elicit... It's kind of like red deer. If there was a legendary moose, I think it would elicit a better reaction. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm imagining seeing a moose and being like, oh, legendary moose, it's huge. Like, that happens with red deer, even if, it looks like every other legendary red deer. Why are you... Oh, Flinter may know, but if Travis Kelce is a captain for the Chiefs, and there's a reference to, oh, captain, my captain, the NFL world would fill their diapers. I don't know why I would know this. You're a legendary moose? Thank you. What is this, Red Dead? Who do you want to win Super Bowl 58 and why? I want the Chiefs to back-to-back Super Bowls like the Patriots did. I like the stories for both. I think it'd be really cool if Brock Purdy led his team to a Super Bowl in his second season. I definitely am rooting for at least a good GOAT conversation in 10 years between Mahomes and Brady, and therefore Mahomes needs, what do you think, 5 rings to at least make it, like, a reasonable conversation. So I guess for that reason I'm rooting for the Chiefs. I think I'm going to pick the Chiefs when I do my Super Bowl pick later this week, so I will also be rooting for the Chiefs in the sense of I want to be right. Okay. Up here was producing some. Let's go here, and then the 2 on the river, and then I think we're good. I think we'll be resetting to the next. Congrats on your great one, Bear. Thank you, man. Really appreciate that. Wonder how many guys at my work will try to book Super Bowl Sunday off. Hopefully they've already done it if they want it off, because otherwise I'm not sure they're going to get it. Cheering for Tay-Tay and her boyfriend, and I guess Kermit. I wish I could do a better Kermit voice. It's not easy being quarterback. If the 49ers win, they tie the Steelers in Super Bowl wins. I cared about that more in 2012 when they lost to the Ravens. I wasn't rooting for the Ravens, I was still rooting against them, but there was the aspect of, well, at least if the Ravens win, the Niners won't tie the Steelers in Super Bowls. But since the Patriots also have 6, I care less about another team getting the 6. Now, if the Niners then got the 7, I'd be a little sad, because, when you're the first team to 6, and you spot every other team 15 years to catch up, and then you don't even sniff another Super Bowl. Well, they did make it in 2010. Anyway, that's not a good sign for the last 15 years of fandom. Do Old Flinter, did you guys like in the classic video, Old Man Flinter showed up for a minute?
Back in my day, you didn't do any of this newfangled grinding stuff. You just went out and you went into your single-player map and you shot stuff. Whitetail with the 7mm or what have you.
Peter Griffin, what about him? In Fortnite? Maybe they should make him in Call of the Wild. Hope you'll still be making the Hunter videos in 60 years. What if I sound like that? Oh, that was a little low.
Yeah, welcome back to Call of the Wild. We're grinding for our 3rd great one.
I was going to say, like, a really high number, and then I realized I wasn't going to. A high number doesn't make sense for me. Going to the Super Bowl next year, Arthur Smith will lead us to victory? I have talked myself into believing that's a good hire. We shall see if it actually is. But he did really good with the Titans, and I wouldn't say their offense was like star-studded. I mean, Derrick Henry, obviously, stud. A.J. Brown was there, stud. 84? Corey something. What the heck's his last name? He was good, like, he was a good deep threat. I cannot think of his name. But then it was like Ryan Tannehill and a solid offensive line. They weren't Oh, Corey Davis. They weren't special by any stretch, and he had them playing really well. I mean, maybe he can get the most out of Kenny Pickett. Is J-Tac in here, by the way? Because I'm sure he'll have Steeler opinions. Old Flinter was the best part of the video by far. So, initially when I did that part of the video, I recorded that on like Wednesday or Thursday. We initially had travel plans for next weekend, but that ended up not happening, so I didn't have to prep content. But anyway, I was prepping it when I did that. I didn't know that our travel plans were going to change, obviously, till much later. So, when I finally went to edit that video, I remembered that I did that, and I wanted to add more to it, but yesterday was my dad's birthday celebration, so we were going up to my parents, and we had to stop at Walmart on the way and everything. So basically, I didn't have time, but I wanted to make that segment a lot longer. Like, I wanted to do the, yeah, isn't it Sunday thing. And then I was, like, if I had the time, I would have cut myself off, like, 3 more times. Next time. Next time I bring Old Man Flinter in, he'll be there, like, 12 times. 2065 Super Bowl on TV, Old Man Flinter streaming going after a great one musk deer.
I can't hit these things. They're so small and fast.
How many hours did it take you to get the great one bear? Oh boy, in total? Well, I was figuring 8,000 kills. By the end, I was getting 50 an hour, but the grind as a whole, I bet I didn't average better than maybe 35. So why don't we just do the math of that? It feels like a fair way to do it. 8,000 divided by 35 would be 230 hours. That would not be counting setting up or anything like that, so I would say easily 250 anyway. At least 12, you are not wrong. Okay, oh, we need to go here too. I think this is the last place we got a diamond. How about a full video with the Old Man Flinter playing? I don't know. Oh, I should do bad aiming. That would be good. I don't know if I can do that voice, like, over a long period of time. I think it would kill my, like, voice box. I kind of strained my voice to do it to begin with. I feel like, not all old men, but if you're doing, okay, let me try that again. If you're an old man that speaks with the type of voice that I'm doing, that is a strained voice to begin with. Just got a level 5 diamond pronghorn. Nice. Oh, and Rancho. Very nice. I have not had a Rancho diamond pronghorn yet. Do you taxidermy your diamonds? Yeah. Even, I think every single bear I shot, we mounted them all because I like to put them in the grind lodge. It was a way that I kept track of diamonds. Now with fallow deer, I killed over 100 diamonds in the, whatever, 6,100 kills. They just make diamonds so often. So I think after 50, I stopped mounting them all. But everything else, yeah, I don't think I've ever not mounted a diamond beyond those fallow deer. Maybe some cinnamon teal back in the day. What does Grandma Kayak sound like? I don't know if Kyla's ever done like a old person voice. If she has, I don't remember what it sounds like. Have you got the lab DLC? Yeah, I was actually thinking maybe 2 days ago or something. One of these days we need to bring old Shadow out for another hunt. Maybe I'm wrong, but my interpretation of the community's response to bloodhounds versus to, that was nice, that musteer just fell out of the sky, to labs, I don't think people care about the labs like nearly as much. So here's what I'm doing right now. These are just close enough to hear the shots. If we get more than 250 meters away, they'll hear them but not spook. So the idea is, if we do that, we can maybe kill 4. So we should be good there. These
skill issues.
Thanks, Joe. These ones are right here. We ever see a speedrun video? Never say never. I'd like to do it. It's just like the logistics of, if I'm going to do a speedrun video, it's not going to be complete a run and never go back to it. Like, I would actually want to spend time on it, and ideally we'd probably do it on stream. So this is another one of those things. The amount of like hypotheticals that center around whether or not I get a great one. But if we would get this great one moose, you know, soon, and we're just waiting on the next Call of the Wild release, I might screw around and speedrun. You never know. Would you be unhappy if Mason Rudolph was starting next year? No, I'm not sure he's the future, though. Like, I think we know what Mason Rudolph is, and he's a... I don't know, maybe... ceiling top 20 quarterback? And I'm not saying Kenny has a higher ceiling, but at least there's a hope that he could improve. I think Mason just is what he is, and he's solid. Like, definitely better than Mitch Trubisky. I think he's a better backup. And I thought he played really well. I think he can run the offense. I don't think he's a guy you win because of a lot, but I think he can win you some games. What do you mean speedrun? There's I don't know, like, do you know what speedrunning is generally? There's a whole bunch of categories for both the Hunter Classic and the Hunter Call of the Wild. Different completion things, you know, kill an animal, kill every animal on Leighton Lakes. I don't know if level 60 is a speedrun category, but a bunch of different things. And I don't know how seriously anybody takes it, but there's actual entries for all these speedruns. I'm all on the Rudolph sleigh as of now. I just think personally that he has certain limitations that they're able to hide in the short term, but in the long term they become a problem. Like in 2019, now he was young, but when Roethlisberger got hurt, I kind of thought, you know, his deep ball was always really good, his intermediate passing's good. He has a tendency sometimes to be late on reads, I think. Maybe that goes away as he matures. If I stop grinding for a great one, then I reopen the grind, do I start from the beginning? No. And here's the thing, like, there technically is no progress when it comes to great one grinding. Now, if you're herd managing...
But if you close your emotional balance, emotional balance, emotional balance, emotional balance.
At least it's a drink break. If you're herd managing, there's obviously the progress in terms of, you know, getting whatever amount of small ones you need to get to make bigger ones spawn. I don't really know how all that stuff works. But in terms of, like, restarting the grind, nah, you're leaving off exactly, or you're picking up exactly where you left off. Me when Tay-Tay announced her new album? Oh dear. How do you feel about what? I don't know what that is. What's up, Flop Guy? Congrats on the Bear Great One. Time to hard focus on Moose. That is the plan. The first time since, I guess, December of 2023, where there's only one Great One in the game that we don't have. And therefore, we're going to put in as much time as we can. Hopefully, get the Great One Moose before any new Great Ones come out. And actually have a chance at, you know, continuing to have every one of the game. I actually thought, when Fallow Deer Great Ones came out, and we didn't have a bear or a moose, that we'd probably just never have all the great ones again. And the only times I've ever had all the great ones were one, when there was one great one and I had a whitetail, and then red deer. I got a great one red deer not super long before great one bears came out, like 3 months. But now there's actual hope of doing that again. And I make an effort to have a diamond with every weapon, and I always try to have every diamond in the game, so getting every great one does actually matter to me. In that way, I want to get one. Did I see your message? I mean, I see that one. I did not see another one. I'm sure it was there, I just missed it. An Iberian Wolf Great One would be interesting. I actually think a Wolf Great One would be really neat. Now, grinding for it, you know, packs of wolves and their aggression and all the stuff they do, that might be a little bit frustrating, but like Great One Bears, and really for all of them, other than Whitetail, the model would have to be physically larger than other wolves. In the case of a Great One Wolf, I think it should be nearly double the size. Like, just huge wolf. And then you could, you know, I mean, the scars you could do, the different furs. Like, wolves have a lot of different fur patterns and stuff. I think that could be really neat. Do I want to grind for one? Not really. That'd be another nighttime grind, but at least, you know, packs, you're always going to find a bunch. Work and Lurk sounds good at you. Raccoon Dog Great One? I don't, like, not to say I wouldn't try. Like, if a Raccoon Dog Great One came out, I would kill a couple hundred, but I don't know that I'm doing a long-term grind on that. What do you want the next map to be? I still think Greenland. I did suggest Florida this past Christmas. I always do like a wish list video. Gonna fast forward a couple minutes and see if the moose show up. Mostly Florida, though, for Osceola turkey. I want a Grand Slam turkey multi-mount. The other thing, too, though, turkeys need, like, a redesign. Not the models, but their behaviors and everything. It's just not interesting to hunt them. You just blast them with the 22, or you can do that. They respond to calls so slow. They take forever to walk in. It's just not worth the time. Like, if they could find a way to make it worth calling them in, I think that solves it. They don't even have to only be huntable with a shotgun. Florida, we're getting it in 2025 at another game. Indeed, that was a little bit of the inspiration behind the suggestion. I've been thinking about it. I definitely want to do, it'll be on Twitch. I definitely want to do a playthrough of GTA 6 when it comes out. If I'm going to do that, I absolutely need to upgrade my graphics card before then, so that should be interesting. But see if we can get that done. Stubble quail, great one, good God. Imagine how fat it would be. Stubble quail are the thickest birds I've ever seen in my life. Just joined, did I miss anything? That big moose out there that's just fallen, that's the biggest thing we've shot so far. No rares, we haven't killed a rare in, boy, I don't even know. A while? I think we had a piebald maybe end of December. That might be the last rare we got. Make the turkeys like the classic ones? Yeah, I mean, that's how I want to be able to hunt them. I mean, Call of the Wild's such a different game with the running gun and stuff. Like, I see why it would be hard to make turkeys, you know, what's the best, rewarding, I guess, to hunt how they're hunted in real life. I don't know how they would go about it. 40 seconds behind? My brain's 40 seconds behind all the time. Insert cliche, what have I missed comment? Insert cliche, nothing much answer. When do you get to play New Zealand? Tomorrow, I think. I don't know what time, but plan is video and stream tomorrow, video and stream Wednesday. This has a chance, by the way, but I don't think he's big enough. Ha! Never mind. Never mind, we'll take it. Did we kill a diamond last stream? I can't remember. Cool. Maybe we're actually making progress here. Big mail. Wouldn't it be a level 4? The amount of 5s that troll us these days. We'll check too, because I wrote down our total kills at the start. We are 33 minutes in. We have killed 22 moose, so moose number 22 was our diamond. And that also means we're right about, currently, our 40 moose per hour rate. I'm really fine with that. Bears, we were doing 50 or so an hour, but 40 an hour I can absolutely live with, as long as it stays consistent, which it seems to be. Might have been 2 weeks ago, you might be right. I've had 4 troll 5s already, that is just what they do. They're rude creatures, really. Where's the other bolt? That sucks. Maybe if we reload, we can weigh him down with a bunch of lead in his hindquarters. It's worth taking a crack at his neck. And he's going down. How does do 40 moves per hour on the highway? Do does very good. Medved Tiaga, my favorite. Oh, that one must not have... Huh. One of the first ones we shot, we whiffed on. 3 out of 4 ain't bad. We'll get him next time. I want a jackalope great one in Rancho. They've never done anything like that, right? Because Classic does event animals. You know, they've had werewolves for Halloween. They've had robits, which is essentially a jackalope, but it was a European rabbit with roe deer antlers. They had huge turkeys for April Fools one year. They had like all kinds of colorful turkeys for April Fools last year. I hope they do that again this year. That was fun. Obviously, new colors would be cool, but that was actually a neat event. I can't think of Call of the Wild other than that one Halloween event where they had like 3-headed elk and stuff that were really glitchy. I don't remember them ever doing anything like that, and I'd kind of like it. Hey, what's up, JTAC? We were talking about Arthur Smith earlier. Big typical rack, great one incoming. You guys don't even know what kind of reaction I'd have to that. If it was specifically the big typical rack, I don't care what fur. you'd probably be listening to Shadow bark, and she's in the next room, but I would probably make such a noise that she'd come running in here. That, honestly, ZBG, that's probably the answer. And they wouldn't need to, you know, make a new map from scratch. Take a chunk of Latent Lakes or something, maybe customize some assets, and then throw it out there and, you know, do some fancy animals. I think that's a good way to implement the event and not have it, you know, take over a map. Typical's so perfect. I mean, it's incredible to see. Every time I see someone post it.
What if you died?
I wouldn't get to see a typical Great One Moose in my life if I died. Can't do that. What Great Ones do you have now? We have everything but moose. So we have a whitetail, red deer, fallow deer, and bear. What? Okay. I definitely meant to hit wherever we hit that dropped at its tracks. What's up, Mel? I need your Great One Moose luck, please. So tired of everyone who wants us to trade for fields? Yeah, no. I'd watch. You know, it ain't like I'm not gonna watch. I'd root for them, but I wouldn't like it. Did I hear Kyla's getting a Taylor Swift album for her birthday? Is that her birthday gift to herself? Where would the Great One Moose be in the lodge? I haven't decided yet. That right now, moose are the only species that has a Great One that doesn't have a multi-mount with other of the same species. There is the multi-mount with the quail, and I would probably try to get a male diamond quail, because we have a female one. Obviously, the multi-mount requires a male. I don't know where I'd put it, though. That much I haven't thought through. What's up, Austin? Welcome on in. What Great One do you want to see next? I was going to say, great question. I do think Roosevelt Elk could be cool. A lot of people have been mentioning Wild Boar lately. We were talking about it in terms of grinding for them on Medved. That would be interesting. What do I want to see next? If it's going to be a base game animal, Roosevelt Elk. If I can go outside the realm of base game, Mule Deer for sure. Danny, thank you for the 42 months, by the way. Welcome back. See if that alert actually plays. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I think this tent's too close. Let's move it back, like, I don't know, 20 meters and see if that makes a difference. I don't know why I did this. When I set up the moose grind, it was something, like, mental to be like, hey, what if I change the colors of my tents? That'll make me enjoy this grind more. So I can go ahead and cancel her performance for your wedding? Who booked Taylor Swift to... I don't know who's paying for that, but as long as it's not me. There they are. Yeah, we were just a little too close. Wild boar are in Asia, and that Asiatic deer got leaked. That... Was it a muntjac or something? I forget what it was. It was a weird, like, tiny deer, I believe. Almost shot when it was about to stop. Didn't look like he was gonna turn like I want him to. That'll get him. Alright, so if we slap the tent maybe down in this little opening. Betting on the Super Bowl? Yeah, I probably will. I have like, I don't even remember, like 30 bucks or something left in my account. I'll probably find different little parlays and stuff to put money on it. It's fun to, you know, root for different things to happen. What sucks though is like when you have one almost right. Like the championship game, I had Rashee Rice touchdown, and he caught a touchdown on a screen, but it got called back on a holding. Those are devastating. That makes it less fun to watch than just not having money on it. When are we getting married? 12/12/24. Oh dang, David. Yeah, hopefully she's feeling well enough. $30 left. What'd you start with? This season, 5. I'm pretty sure. I had put in 25 last year, and I was left at 5. It was weird, though, too. Speaking of 5. Danny, thank you for the super chat. Please give a dad joke that'll make Kyla question your engagement. Alright, I'll have to look one up, because I don't have one offhand. Let me complete my thought, and I'll get to that. So, yeah, I can't remember. I must have bet some stuff. I think I bet some stuff on, like, the USFL, like an absolute idiot. as if I had any idea what was going on there, because I'm pretty sure I hit on a couple in the Super Bowl last year. But anyway, I literally put all $5 on the Steelers to win their first preseason game, which is stupid. Don't bet on preseason. Just don't. But they won, so I had $10, and then I put all $10 on them to win their next one, and then I think I had like $30 going into the regular season, and I'm right about 30 now, so. At 12 p.m., there you go. All right, let me look up a dad joke while we fast travel here. I'd use the button, but I can't control what it is, and we have to have a really good one. Best dad award could be yours. These are lame. I think I've done that one. Hope you guys enjoy my page flipping ASMR. What? Oh. I've never hunted bear, but I have been fishing in shorts. I'll let you guys think about that one for a second. You know, that would be on brand, Soup, but I doubt it will be. Might have been looking at chat. Might have ran a little too close. Just a touch high. We shot probably into a lung, but over the heart for sure. My friends sometimes say I'm the oldest 21-year-old they know because of my dad jokes. Dad joke humor is just the best type of humor, objectively. Did I say what again? I'll pass the award on. Dad humor is the humor of all time, 100%. Dark and sadistic humor is all the rage? Yeah, but if you start saying that online all the time, then people start to take you seriously, and then you get canceled, and, you know, then you end up living in a van down by the river, and we just can't have that. There's not enough big males out there to hunt. When is the new map in Way of the Hunter coming out? Tomorrow. I don't know what time, but tomorrow. Where am I? I still haven't turned that tent around. What's up, Gavin? Missing school for a basketball game, and now I'm watching to keep up the great work. I also had a level 5 mule troll me on SRP. The troll mule are the worst, because they always look impressive. And good luck in your basketball game, man. Hopefully you guys do well. I'm assuming that's tonight, or like right now, right? It suddenly reeks of beans. I knew I smelled something. The red deer 5 stars will look so big, I can't wait. Honestly, I'm starting to, you know, we saw that image, and I'm imagining that was a 5-star red deer in the, like the reveal image thing they gave us. I'm starting to wonder, like, different frames, different, like, amounts of tines and stuff. Whenever we get to see him, it should be top 12 moments. In a van down by the river, greatest bit ever? I haven't watched that in a while. I need to go back and look at it. Tips for 5-star Alaska moose. Honestly, you know, and it's tough because if I just tell you manage your herds, that's not really helpful, right? But at the end of the day, that's just kind of what it comes down to. You got to find those 1-star maturers and, you know, 1-star adults that have weak genetics and take those out. And when you see, you know, 2-star adult, let it age up, see if it gets there. It's all as oversimplistic as this makes it sound. It's all about luck, you know, getting one big enough on your map, and then just patience with managing everything else while you wait to see if it ages and gets to 5-star. Spread wing antlers? What's that? I'm kind of imagining something in my head, but I've never heard the term. How do you find so many diamonds and rares for all your videos? When it comes to like multiplayer hunts, which is what I'd say the majority of my Call of the Wild videos are these days, all I do is I hunt whatever's active. Meaning, you know, if I were right now on Medved recording a multiplayer video and not grinding for moose, I would be going to lakes where I know moose tend to frequent, because it's moose drink time. I always try to go to places that have the thing that's drinking. Some of that comes with experience for sure, meaning, you know, if you asked me where are the best moose lakes on Medved, I've been hunting a lot of Medved. Medved's been out for a long time. I have a good idea. If you ask me where are the best red fox lakes on Emerald Coast, I haven't hunted many red fox on Emerald Coast. I'd have to go and hunt the map, go during their drink time, and just go to every lake until I find good ones. So usually, you know, if I'm finding diamonds or rares, it's just because I'm in places where there's a lot of animals. I give this analogy a lot, but I think it's a really good way to demonstrate the point. Say we're hunting moose. Where do moose feed on this map? I don't know. Somewhere, you know, maybe in the open. Where do they rest? I don't know. Somewhere in the brush. Where do they drink? At the water. So, the map tells you where by looking at where... My headset is turned up so much louder than it ever is, and I should just mute it so I don't have to hear this anymore. Anyway, the map tells you where to go during drink time. You just have to find the lakes that actually have moose. Or whitetail, or, you know, whatever happens to be drinking on the map you're on. There's no way Taylor Swift is going to cry if the Chiefs lose. These moose are weird. They're roaring too, apparently. I don't know how I feel about that. Where do we need to go? Here still. These spots have stopped producing, which I'm okay with, but I want to check because we're still in the early stages of this. Who did that? I just about filled my jeans. How long do you hunt to make a 20-minute video? If it's a 20-minute video, it's probably 3 hours or so. Most videos, you know, 12 to 15-minute range, those take me right about 2.5 hours. Rarely do I hunt for less than 2 hours. Usually 2 to 2.5 is right in that sweet spot. A lot of classic videos are 3 hours. A lot of Way the Hunter videos are 3 hours. Call of the Wild, Hirschfelden, and New England tends to be 3 hours. Because I don't know why, but on those maps, maybe it's the species, but rarely do I see a level 2 roe deer and think like, ah, that should be in the video. But it's so easy to be on, you know, Layton, and there's a whitetail that's 5 point shy diamond, like, hey, there's a big buck, let's shoot that. Micah, is that the way to pronounce that? Thank you for subscribing, by the way. So anyway, yeah. If it's a 20-minute video, it's probably 3.5 hours. The longest I've ever recorded, I did a 5-hour session in Classic, 5 hours straight of recording, and the video corrupted after that. So that was cool. Active Dragon, I'm thinking that alert is not going to play because, for whatever reason, OBS hates YouTube memberships, but thank you for the 25 months, 2 years, 1 month, double 12 plus 1. Congrats on your black bear, hope you have luck on your moose. I need some luck on my black bear grind, keep up the great work. I'll give you my, my leftover bear luck because I no longer need it. And hopefully, if I can find any moose luck laying out there, I'll hoard that. Do you hunt IRL? I do. There's the link there to the Meat Hunter channel where all my videos are. Would you ever want to grind red deer again? Not really. I don't want to grind anything again, frankly. Like, even whitetail that went well, 1,600 kill grind, month and a half. I have zero desire to do another whitetail great one grind. It was Rancho, and at the time, I think when Rancho came out, whitetail were still the only great ones. That might not be true. Red deer might... Nah, we went like a year until red deer great ones came out. I was living here by then. So yeah, definitely when Rancho came out, whitetail were the only great ones, and I already had one, and people wanted me to do another grind, and I kind of wanted to do one. There was the bug with the fur types, you may recall, and I decided not to grind for fear of, you know, my great one's fur type changing, and a lot of people had that issue. By the time they fixed it, I just wasn't very interested in it anymore, so I tried for a little bit and then just didn't stick to it. I'd like to see you do another whitetail grind. You know, never say never. It could happen, but I kind of doubt I'll do it. It just depends, like... I said it earlier, so many hypotheticals that depend on, like, getting other great ones, but if we were to get a great one moose, you know, soon, or even just before the next big Call of the Wild release, whenever and whatever that might be, and then say another great one comes out and I happen to get it early, maybe I go back to whitetail then because I'm going to need something to do, but I like just wandering around and hunting whatever I can find that way. I'd prefer to not grind. Like, if you had any sort of reasonable chance of getting a great one not with grinding, I wouldn't grind. But this is obviously this is the way to get them, and I want to have one. It's almost like, actually, you know what a good analogy is? I'm not a huge fan of hunting over bait. It's not legal here, so it's not an issue I have to worry about. However, in states where it is legal, like let's say I owned property in a state where baiting was legal, I wouldn't hunt over bait, but I'd be baiting on my property and maybe hunting trails to it and stuff, because if I'm not, all the other properties around me are baiting. Kind of like getting a great one. If I'm not grinding for a great one, I'm just not going to get one. So, you take the good with the bad. And the big with the male. Can I change the saying to you take the big with the male? You should do a behind the scenes of YouTube channel? I might do one day. We'll see. It would just be behind the scenes of making a video, because like somebody said I should do a day in the life video one time, and it's not interesting. It just wouldn't be. But I think behind the scenes of making a video could be fun, especially if Shadow's involved. You could have like a shot of her laying on my lap and then barking to get up on my lap and then getting down, then want to come back up. She likes to move and find ways to be annoying. I can't remember. It was a bear grind video. I can't remember exactly which video or where in the video it was. But I know I made some bad shots and, you know, excuses, I guess. But she was moving around on my lap and, like, bumping my arm when I was trying to, like, my right arm that I'm using to aim the mouse and stuff. I didn't say anything, but, you know. There's a lot of Shadow interference you guys don't know about. How old is Shadow? She is a little over 2. We actually got her 2 years ago Friday. Yes. February 2nd. But she was born, I think her birthday's November 10th. So, you know, she's a little over 2. Behind the scenes of YouTube, me and Flinter spamming each other with memes and questions about life. And random thumbnails like, does this look stupid? I think this looks stupid. Day in the life of Flantro. Take Shadow out, make coffee, message on Discord, go downstairs to get coffee, play Madden for an hour or two, get more coffee, edit time, go get a Mountain Dew, then record. Pretty accurate, and then maybe play Power World. I can't say that. I don't even like the name of it to begin with. I like the game. But Pal World is hard for me to say. But, yeah, maybe that's the after recording part. I'm almost done with Madden, though. I'm almost done with it. That Mail Blunt card came out today. I want to get that, and then I'm probably done playing the game. I want to do... There's a bull coming in from that side. I see him. I want to do, like a wrap-up video on my NFL picks, so I need to record gameplay for that. And then that'll probably be the last time I mess with Madden. How addicted to Power World are you? I wouldn't say I'm addicted. I like the base building and stuff. Like last night, Kyla was up watching the Grammys and I was playing Madden, grinding coins. I thought, oh, I'll get that Mel Blunt card. Yeah, it's going for 3.5 million. I'm at like 2 million. See you in 3 weeks. But, anyway, I jumped on Power World when I got to 2 million because I was like, that'll be close enough. And Kyla's like, what are you doing? I'm going to bed. And I said, I want to learn how to build a bigger base because our base in our little co-op server's kind of small. But I like it. I like the base building and stuff. There are aspects of it that are so Pokemon-like it almost like insults me, if that makes sense. Like it's like the Rain Syndicate Tower. It's an early boss thing. The electric yellow pal thing that she has is very Pokemon-like. It reminds me of the Sword and Shield Pokemon. I am so intrigued about the super chat that's coming through. Anyway, to wrap that thought up, then like the mannerisms and stuff of the opponent, and then she like throws the pal sphere just like a Pokeball. It's like, okay, you could have come up with something a little more unique. Like, it legitimately makes me feel like almost like, am I playing something that's going to be considered like a ripoff at some stage? Can't wait for EA to release college football. Is that going to happen this year? So, like, we got that big moose. I know we did. Where did the blood go? Okay, I don't know when that's actually going to come through, but Troublemaker, thank you for the super chat and the ostrich alerts. I am very intrigued. There it is. Finally, the alert. Thank you again. Appreciate the support. Ostrich, ostrich, ostrich. That's really hard for me to say. Is that why you put it through? Because I would have to say it. Try to say that 3 times fast. That's an awkward ostrich. Yeah. You think you'll get the great one today? Eh, you never know. We killed a diamond, so there's that. Are you herd manging? My herds are getting a little mangy, so I'm gonna have to kill them all. I'm killing all the bulls in the zones where I'm hunting right now. I do have, like, initially, I didn't try to set this up, but I guess in a way I almost am. Initially I was trying to grind the entire map, and every time I would find like a level 2, I would just leave it there, because I was like, well, herd management obviously works, why would I make it worse on myself by killing that? Now I'm not going to those spots, so like, I'm not actively choosing to leave those alive, but I'm also not going there and killing them. So I guess I sort of am. I'll tell you this, it's not like I'm killing a bunch of diamonds, so if I am herd managing, I'm not doing it right. Supposed to release this year, they say they're on track to release this summer? Okay, that's, oh, hold on. Oh my god! I thought that... What? I'm gonna... I thought that looked weird. I was like... Is that oak? I don't even have the... Oh boy. So... Yeah. I thought that was a weird looking diamond rack. Ain't no way we're gonna kill these two things 2 weeks apart. No, a week apart. Okay, well, look at that. The rack I wanted. My favorite fur name-wise. It ain't real. Like, just ain't real. Who just... Somebody literally just called that. That was nuts. The one stream I don't say Great One Moose this stream. Literally. Okay, we need to go back and get a bow. We have time. I'm gonna be so nervous. He looks good. He looks fantastic. He looks amazing. I'm gonna get the collar. I have an idea. Ooh, I don't know if I like it. Ooh, we'll have to look and see. We'll have to look and see. I'm gonna get the bow. I'm gonna get the collar. I'm going to keep the 300 in case anything terrible happens. Although, to be honest with you, I don't know what kind of follow-up shot I could make. I'm legit, like, I'm shaking so bad. Where's the bow? Bottom Boy, nope, that's not Bottom Boy. Troublemaker with the super chat. NCAA 25 release is July 2024. Oh, that's actually soon. Did Bottom Boys come through? It was for the vibes, I know that. And thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that, man. If it didn't come through. If it did, sorry I missed it. Okay, bow. I'm not okay. Okay, get rid of that. I can't even, like, function. There's Bottom Boy Super Chat for the vibes. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate the support. Let's get this moose dead. I didn't get the color because I can't focus on anything right now. If I press record, does it lag? I'm gonna press record. Let me see. If it lags, I won't. Because I know I'm streaming at a lower bitrate than I want to. Because internet struggles today. And I definitely want good looking footage. Everything looks okay? Please let me know if it starts to lag, because I will stop recording. I don't want to make it a bad experience on stream, but I definitely want to get footage of it. Alright, it's 1500. He is about right there. The wind is blowing north. My thought is we gotta fast travel out of render first. Then we fast travel here and pick our spot. So let's just fast travel away. I may reset to like 1430 to give ourselves a little more time to get into the spot. Whew. Quick, summon redeem no sights. I'm not using the sight anyway, I never do. I like the single pin. It removes any temptation to, you know, use the wrong pin or go for a longer shot than you need to. No need for anything like that. Looks good so far, good deal. We're gonna rest at 1430. I'm shaking so bad. I'm so like... It's like the bear in the sense of this took so long, but it's also like... First time having one show up on stream is kind of terrifying. Alright. He should be over there about at the marker. Please don't botch him. Yeah. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to try a heart shot. I've always intended to, but I think I might go for double lung. We'll see. We'll see where he's at and what we're looking at. It's a nice 4 in there. Can you guys hear my voice shaking? There he is. God. I don't even have words. Like, I just want to stare at him. Got like 12 super chats coming through. I'm going to read those now as we approach. I know the alerts are going to come through a little bit later. Jonathan, thank you for the super chat and the super sticker. Dip30 coming through with the super chat as well. Just joining the first animal you spot. So it was you. That all makes sense. Maybe I'll support you on your journey for a 430 elk now. Or 440? 440. And Graves as well. Thank you for the super chat. Thanks to Mel for dropping the notification in her Discord so you get to see it live. It is gonna be something trying to get this guy. Look at the size of him. I can't, like, big typical rack, oak fur. Like, how is that even the reality right now? The wind wouldn't be, like, horrible to go here and call him in. I'm so shaky. I am not shooting this guy anything less than, like, 22 meters. He has to be close, because I'm so shaky. Is this your last great one? This is the only great one we don't have. And he's standing right in front of us. Big target, breathe. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to breathe. Wow. That was Danny coming in with the super chat as well. Next great one will be announced tomorrow, imagine. No rest. Wouldn't surprise me. Would not surprise me. There's Grays with the super chat. I think I read that one. Thank you again for the support, man. I really appreciate it. So my thought was getting a tripod and call him in. I don't think I'm going to do that, only because that angle gets a little bit awkward. Like, potential to nick the skull on the shot down through. Look at him. I'm literally stunned by that fur and rack combo. That's impossible. Kevin, thank you for the 20 gifted memberships. I will try to read those as we kind of scoot into position here. Let's check the time. 14:41. I'm still shaking. Everything is fine. It's all fine. We have Braxton, Torfin, PJ. We've got Mega Matthew, Kermit, Zayas Gaming, am I saying that right? Crackhead, 12 out of 12 name, Warcoward, Sins, Raiden, the Ohio Trucker, Swars, did I say that correctly? Trev, Bigfoot, Colin, Poika, Jake, Phoenix, Dave, Brandy, I think I got them all. Guys, be sure to thank Kevin for the gifted subs, join the Discord, link up your YouTube, get the member roll, take advantage of that good stuff, enjoy the green name and emojis in chat.
Those are some nice tracks. Want to follow them?
I'd rather not have to track him, but if we gotta track him, they are very nice tracks. I think all those alerts are gonna play, by the way. I may cancel them for the interest of trying to get this done. We'll see. Till we get into position, we might be fine. So glad it happened live. Bummer I missed it, though. It was interesting, because we were just actively talking about it. And I saw the rack, and I thought, that's a weird looking diamond rack that almost looks like the great one. Those are some nice racks. Want to drop them? Very much so, yes. It is 14:46. We got plenty of time. What's up, Sam? On the bright side, you don't have to moose around anymore. No moosing around. It's a guaranteed troll. I know. It is. You are correct. You are indeed correct. Look at Bottom Boy up there with the 12. I love it. 2 great ones a few days apart. 6 days. 5 days if you count the day the video came out. 90 meters. I actually cannot believe that. Did I miss anything? No. Nothing important anyway. Does this count as cover? It does. I think this is the spot. Where are we at alert-wise here? I think we're almost... maybe almost to the end? I'll start calling as soon as the I don't know how to skip this. Wait, what if I do this?
Okay, but
Are they gonna say all the gifted ones now? Oh, they are. Hang on. I got this. Because this is gonna play for a half an hour. Okay. I can replay them as well afterwards. But before we run out of time. Joined at the perfect time, you really did. 270 Warden? Nah, this is all Hawk Edge Bow. Need to break him out of that zone. It will be interesting. There's so many moose in here.
But if you close your eyes, emotional damage, emotional damage, emotional damage, emotional damage.
Wind's going hard today. It's not the best of wind. What fur type? This is the fabled oak fur type. And thank you, Kingfisher. The Great One bow. This is, in fact, the bow that we've used to take every Great One. Okay, I'm gonna have to, like, spam this thing. Hope he goes aggressive. That would be cool. He's moving. Is he coming in? He's coming in. It's gonna be really slow because higher difficulty animals do come into calls slower. I'm trying to scoot out where I can see well. Oh, he's trotting in. That's insane to look at. Thanks, Cal, for being... Look at his eyes. Took some coaxing just a little bit. What a time to join. Probably hasn't been a better time. We're gonna have, and I really hope he does that. We're gonna have moose so close to us. Hopefully they'll just spook or get out of the way or whatever. That rack is nuts. Cow bodyguards, you know they had to show up. 420 watching, perfect. Just join. What I miss? You haven't missed the most important thing. Don't go downwind. Whatever you do, don't go downwind. If these get close and spook, that's better. They're just out of the way. As long as they don't go aggressive. I did just think that is actually a possibility. 40 meters. Big 4 in the back just hanging around. Where are you going? Hey, get back here. Fur variant is so nice. It is literally like this combo is fantastic. I love this combo. Look at the detail. Like, you can see, like, it would be like the remnants of velvet on the back of those antlers. Why is he not wanting to come all the way in? Yeah, Graves, albino quail grind, definitely what I want to do. Here we go. Probably every time he stops, we'll want to call to keep him coming this way. He's determined to get back to his drink zone. He's actually trotting. Did he go back and drink, or what's he doing? Why would I want to spot him, Cal? Why would I ever want to do that? I'm just going to spam this a few times. The creating that went into this Great One is a W? Oh, 100%. Like, the effort that went into Great One Moose as a concept, I think is top tier. I love how huge the typical rack is. Like, the tine length. Like, compare him. This is a nice 4. Look at the length of his tines compared to the 4. Can you guys please? I'm just trying to spot what's going on. Like, why is he not coming in? I'm not going to rush anything or do anything stupid. If he wants to hang out over there, we can stalk into range. It's just going to be way harder. I'm so nervous and it's not even my stream. Same. I'm just gonna keep the call ready, and we're gonna keep trying to bring him this way. Every other moose has come in, so there's no reason he can't. That said, he keeps going that way. When you spook one, they all walk away? Is that what it is? If that's the case, we're probably gonna have to try to sneak into a certain position. I see that super chat coming through. I'll just let it come up on screen. Wouldn't be a Flinter great one without it being tough. There's never simplicity. You remember the whitetail? He was nervous, so I couldn't call him in, and then I realized that really late, but I had already called. He went back calm and started responding to a call that I made, and like we had to hurry up and move into position. They slowly walk away. I didn't even know there was any like herd spooking mechanic to it. So like I gotta keep calling, right? Because otherwise they're just gonna leave. I don't know why alerts are super slow today. Okay, so he's like trying to come in, but we gotta worry about these other ones spooking. What if we ultimately spook every other moose but him? No, he just wants to leave like so fast. We may have to try to let him go back to his zone and then maybe do this again. I'll stop calling for a minute and see what he does. That rack in Fabled Oak, it's top tier. Should have done the e-collar? Maybe. I didn't think of that. I don't really want it constantly spamming moose sounds. Like, I feel like that's going to ruin the experience a little bit. But the experience will be much better if we actually get to take him, so. Yeah, he's got trots. There's the super chat from Troublemaker. Texas heart shot at 50 meters. I think that's a great idea. Let's try it. Just trying to let him kind of settle, and maybe if he'll go back to his drink zone. That's my thought. I don't... It's almost like they want to hang around that spot where they were drinking, but I'm not sure if they're gonna. No thanks, Epic. Joined at the perfect time. It is a little chaotic at the moment. We're trying to call this guy into range, but all the other moose that are in this herd are kind of causing us problems. I don't love that we have a straight crosswind now. I like that he, if anything, seems like he's moving this direction more than the other direction. They're going both ways. Like, he keeps on turning back and then coming our way, but being this close to him, as opposed to resetting and doing this all again, I at least want to give this a try. Hey, what's up, Pizza? No way I just tuned into this? Good timing to stop in for sure. He's very much being uncooperative. If we could just get him to commit to coming in, like, I think I can get into that brush before he'd get too close. But they're trying to leave because other moose have spooked. I didn't even know that was a thing until just recently. Now it looks like he's really leaving. Need to roll out the red carpet, apparently. He's very picky. Just tuned in, congrats on the Great One Bear, and now this so soon? I honestly cannot believe that it's even happening right now. I think he might officially be out of here because now I can't spot him through the trees. Okay, I think we gotta Yeah, we're still leaving. I think we gotta refigure this. So we'll just rest back. I'd rather not. I think it's better to not rest, but I have no idea what they're gonna do and how they're just gonna walk away. So I think we're better off just trying to set this up. What's up, Teak? So we need to, I'm assuming the wind's gonna be the same. Yeah. So we need to approach from the north side, but then somehow make this a spot and stock, basically. This is gonna be, I don't know how to do this. Like, I actually don't know how we're gonna set this up. The suspense, of course it has to be really challenging. So the other option is, and we'll consider this if this doesn't work. The next option would be set it to pre-drink time and get a tripod or a tree stand or something set up in position with the wind at our favor and wait. And I cannot tell you how nervous I would be trying to wait for a great one to come in. 100-meter shot? I don't think that'll be the plan. Not gonna follow him around. Would it be awesome to take him in a rest zone or something? I'd rather not try to follow him around on stream. If it was a video, I would, because I can cut out all the, like, not seeing him for 45 minutes stuff. But on a stream, it's really hard. Like, who knows how long that would be? And I'd also... just stuff can happen. So, somebody mentioned, like, a power outage and stuff earlier. I'd rather just get him dead. If this was my second Great One Moose or something, I may be more inclined to do that. So one of two things could be the case here. The rest of the herd was nervous because they came in first and spooked. Therefore, they're not going to show up just yet. Or we're just early, which I don't think is the case. So we might need to main menu. But if we're going to do that, I'd rather set something up. Because, you know what we could do, though? Because they drink, like, right here. If we could come in from, like, that side, that might work. Did he say main menu? Not that kind of main menu. Just pleased to see he's finally got it on stream. Well, the got it part is up in the air at the moment. So the route we could almost take is to come in through here, get to like that brush, and then hopefully take him at like 20 meters. But it depends on where he's standing. I don't think setting up a tripod is going to really make any difference. Let's see. Are these all their tracks or are these mustier tracks? I was the one who said, big typical great one coming today? You did say that. That is a good point. Alright. I think we have a plan. We're going to actually come from this outpost and down. I think the wind should be okay. If we load back in here, I think they should be in their zone. Heard big boy moose. There is, in fact, a big boy moose. We just need to get him to show up. He was in his zone. We tried to call him in. And unfortunately, all the other moose were getting too close, spooking first, and then he was trying to leave. So then we tried to approach from a different direction, but because all those other moose were getting too close and were spooking, they were nervous and not showing up. Now that one's alert. I don't really know what's going on here. We're just going to fast travel to this lodge and come down and see if they're there. Pizza said he can't wait for you to mess up. He's full of beans. I believe it. This is the first time you caught your live reaction since the whitetail. It is. I was really upset with the bear too because I thought it was a good reaction. But of course I was watching the Madden Bowl live. And now we get to find this one live. Just went back to watch a reaction. How cute. I didn't quite scream like you, but you know, it wasn't bad. That, I will never forget that. Much like I'll never forget the whitetail running right by us. I'll never forget. I could see the rack. I said, what did I say? Like, wait or something. Because I thought that's what it was. But I thought there was a chance it was a narrow diamond or a narrow troll. When I heard you make that noise, it was better than so, huh? Bad part is you have nothing to grind for? I think that's a good thing, personally. Hey, what's up, Sweetness? You are just in time, potentially. We are trying to close in on a great one moose that has showed up. No one can compare to my screams, you're not wrong. Hope you get it. Also be glad to see an end to grinding. It'll be interesting to retire for a little while. We'll have to come up with some other stream thing. This has been like exclusively all we've streamed for, I I don't know, months, and then, you know, we had a break in between where we were doing some other stuff, and then right after Great One Moose came out, this was all we streamed for months then. I want that caper to attack. If it did, it would have had either a 600 grain arrow or a 300 round. Latent stream next Monday? Who knows what we'll do? We gotta make sure we get this guy down first before we have any such considerations. The moose grind is the grind I watch the most of. The day it happens will be special. He's on our map right now. I don't know if you just maybe tuned in. He's literally here. We're in the process of trying to get him. He's being very uncooperative. See if they're here this time. Why is it just a cow? It would be the way that it's going to be overly complicated. I don't even have his track that we can just go follow him now. So, what do we do? I'm fairly certain we could rest a few times until he shows back up. I'd rather not do that. Like, I don't like having to constantly change the time. But if he's not here, he's not here. There's nothing we can do. Set a tent and do the 1 minute trick? That probably would work, huh? I don't have tents on me, I just removed them, but if I just fast forward or go backwards a little bit, he despawned, he's gone forever. Are we gonna call him in soup? I like it. I'm actually gonna go backwards first, because I want the time to be able to... It looks now like we got a spot in stock. Or find its other zone. There shouldn't be... Or do you mean like a feed zone? There shouldn't be another drink zone. Can't be that simple, gotta keep you on your toes. I'm telling you, man, it's every great one. It's either whitetail running past us, the red deer I spooked, the fallow deer, there we go. There he is. The fallow deer wasn't too big of a pain, but it was just trying to call him into that spot. And then bears, like, I almost spooked that one. Okay, so we know he's there. And actually, it's just gonna be quicker now to run from the direction I want to. We're gonna basically try to scoot our way through the brush into range. It's gonna be really interesting to try to do that. So I'm gonna mark. I thought I was gonna mark. I had him spotted. Never mind then. Maybe we can see him from this side when we come in. Are there oak trees on Medved? If there are, they're branchless. Holy crap, I just joined. It's here? It's here. We... I guess what, like an hour into the stream? Something like that we found? We found him 25 minutes ago. I've been recording for 23. I pressed record so that I have the, like, raw footage of it too. And he's, like, we had him at like 42 meters. We were calling him in. And then some of the other moose spooked. And that, I didn't even know that it worked this way. But that causes the rest of the herd to walk away. So that didn't work. And we spent the last 10 minutes trying to get them to show back up. I think because we had spooked those other moose, they were nervous. That was making them not return to their zone. Now they're in their zone. It is 14:47. We have 15 real-life minutes to get this done. We're going to attempt a spot and stock approach. Basically, we already looked at the route that we need to go through. There's a lot of brush on this side of his zone. The wind is in our favor here. Little bit of a crosswind, but we're of 20 meters. I think that's going to be okay. This is the best way I can think of. Fabled oak with the biggest rack ever in the forest. Isn't it just fitting? The great Flinter moose shoost, this is the time. I have no idea, Squanch. No clue. Like, it was a thing with wildebeest forever ago, but I thought they removed that. Glad it wasn't the spider rack, even though we could have been twins. I truly do think it's amazing that the combo that I initially first ever wanted is the one that came. Hate the spider rack, no offense. I actually think it's cool. I get all your favorite Great One racks. I don't try to. We're just here trying to get whatever we can. Okay, so I'm going to mark basically his exact location because I'm going to assume at some point here... That's not at all where he is, but okay. I'm going to assume at some point we lose sight of him. Looking at this though, like that brush there is going to move some. That brush there is probably doable. Or even that. But basically, we're going to get in about 100 meters or so. I'm nervous. How weird. Anyway, when we get to like 100, we're going to start actively choosing to go through brush. Just to remove or reduce our visibility. And just hopefully not cause them to go nervous. Because when you do that, they move around. They can... Basically, what we don't want is for him to be standing, like, over there. Or where this one was. Where there's not good cover. Are you going to use the bow? Sure am. It's been a commitment from the very beginning. Every great one we at least try to take with the Hawk Edge CB70. First ever good wind, yeah, this is much more preferable. And we kind of know that last we saw him, he was about where that cow is. 1450-70. We got about 15 minutes. When we slow to a crawl, this is it's gonna be slow. Maybe age it a year. I feel like we've aged it a year just waiting to try to get him. In that case, CBG, if that ever happens, I'll use something else. Maybe something unique, maybe just whatever I have. You seem so calm. I'm calm now because I already got super worked up because we had him at 40 meters. When it comes time to try to get him again, it'll come back. I know it will. I'm slowly getting more nervous as we get close, but it's now been like almost 20 minutes since we had him at 40 meters. So it's like real life hunting, I think. I've had the work up. And then, you know, the buck walks behind a tree or whatever and disappears for a while. Now he's coming back. I wasn't calm when I spotted him. I probably peaked my mic. What fur is it? Oak. Fabled oak. I've always thought the naming concept of the Great One Moose especially was super cool. Like a lot of the trees. Oak, birch, spruce, aspen. Or ashen rather. I think of, you know, like a mighty oak tree, and then that parallel to a Great One Moose. It's a beautiful parallel, and I will tell you what, well, that racket is a beautiful looking moose. All right, in theory, we are about 110 meters away. It is 15:03. We got time. You got the Great One Moose. He's out here in front of us. You have not missed it. He is just to the left of this one here. The current plan, assuming he doesn't move and change it, is to try to get... Oh, there's his antlers. That might be too close. Okay, new current plan. We're going to loop up to the left a bit. Because, yeah, I think he's like 5 meters from that brush. Basically, what we need to do is we need to not freak out, which I feel my heart rate starting to speed up a little bit, and we need to keep our visibility down. We can do that by crawling through this brush up here, so that's going to be it. I just thought of something. Yeah, I need to redo my archery perks again. No need to take away any potential advantages we could have. Like a pro doesn't matter. Can't even click things. I'm too freaked out right now. And then I guess just edge blur. I don't think it matters for bows. Okay. Hey, what's up, Scarecrow? This is only like attempt number 57 at trying to get close to him. Kill the level 4 to get your consec, yeah. How do you even get a great one? Well, a lot of it's down to luck, but basically it's a possibility every time you shoot an animal of a species that has great ones. So like for moose, every time you shoot a moose, there's a chance a great one moose shows up on your map, or every time you shoot a bull moose, there's a chance. It's unbelievably tiny. Take a breath, or 12. 46 meters, okay. Yeah, that brush down there is not an option. I'm looking at this tree as probably where we want to end up. I don't think I need that marker anymore. It's probably making it worse. because he's way closer than that. And just, if you look in the bottom right, I'm trying to keep that visibility meter at a minimum at all times. It won't take too much at this range for him to catch on to us. And if he starts moving around, that's where we have problems. So we're going to take the time to kind of go up and around instead of straight through. Because in theory, we can get hidden maybe like 40 meters from him instead of 20 and alerting him. I'm not saying he's not going to go alert. He may still catch on to us. But because we're this far away, I think it's safe. Your heart's pounding. It's picking up now because it is getting really serious. It is. If he stays where he's at, it is almost time. Okay, we're completely hidden. I don't hear footsteps, which would indicate we did this without spooking him. Was the great one the last one we spotted, or did we spot that cow? There's that active track disturbed vegetation to our left. We're going to be so close to him when we come out of here. He's going to be right here. This feels weird without the intense music. It is a little bit different, I'm not going to lie. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, 27 meters. Does this tree hide us or not? It should, but this rock could make it kind of weird. No, it hides us. The only question is shooting over that rock going to be okay? I think it's fine. I'm going to get out as far as I can here, just to get the extra meter or two closer. 23 meters, all right. Zeroed for 20. Try to dip this shot above the rock, down into the lungs. Should be smoke. There's vital blood. That was a long... We're going to have the wrong... Get out of here! The wrong moose went aggressive. That was a long time coming, and of course it's chaos, because why wouldn't it be? Smoked. He landed pretty good for a screenshot. Not as good as... I remember Kyla's landed beautifully. We didn't quite have that. Killed their god? Yeah, I must have made him really mad. We'll just stick an arrow in that to get it out of here. And, I think we did it. That kind of scared me, I'm not gonna lie. That's not the impact blood. I saw vital blood, I know I did. He was... Where was he? Right there. That's vital blood. There's no taking it away. Absolute W. I'm at the point of being speechless. Two great ones 6 days apart. I have never had more than one great one in a year. I killed our great one whitetail June 10th, 2020. The great one red deer was March 22nd, 2021. Fallow deer was not till 2023 in July. And then moose and black bear a week apart. I mean, like, I'm equal parts relieved and just beyond stunned that it's this rack and this fur. Is there music for Great One Moose? In case. I never remember to turn it on. I don't know if there is. There should be music. Okay, I'm gonna even mute the stream music then. I've never gotten to hear it. Ever. It's a pretty good feeling. Pretty good feeling. Fabled Oak. 678 kilo. 264. Finally got one live on stream. Chills? That'll elicit some emotions that you're not ready for. Let me tell you. Cole, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate that. Let's tax him. Is that normal? Does it usually do it when you tax him? Time to uninstall. Endgame right here. Whoa! Like, whoa! Oh, what? Were we that far forward? That was close enough to me crying on stream. That was, yeah. So I almost, and I might have whiffed if I did. I almost went for a heart shot. And then I thought, like, you know what? No. It's just a bad idea. And I just tried to, like, get him through the lung. That was, like, way further right than I thought. I'll have to look at the wind direction, see if maybe that had anything to do with it, but... Boy. Like, I kept the 300 equipped. Usually I unequip it if I'm gonna use, like, a bow or something. I kept it equipped in case we would need the follow-up. Almost whiffed that. I can't tell you how much I would have absolutely, like, thrown up everywhere. What was I... Oh, I wanted to go to true score. 22 times. I love the tines. Like, the tine length on this rack is why I've always wanted it. And then oak fur type. Like, what the heck? I actually can't believe that. Like, literally... I've wanted one on stream for so long, but for it to be... I mean, go back and listen. Find the first stream. What? I don't know what that lag was. He's just lagging when he's moving. Find the first stream where I talked about, or when Great One Moose came out, and I talked about which combo I wanted. Fabled Oak, Big Typical Rack. There's other furs that I do think look better, but it's the naming concept and just like what it kind of symbolizes. That's cool. That is so cool. It was 25 meters away. It was further than we ranged, I guess. Maybe we were ranging the rock. That'd be my guess. All right. Enough staring in the harvest green. We need to stare in the trophy lodge. I do need to know something, though. Did the wind have any impact? It would have some. It was a crosswind to the right, but it was only 25 meters. Like, it shouldn't have moved it that much. He just takes your breath away. Fortunately, we did take his breath away by shooting him through the lungs. It really would have taken my breath away if we missed. That's, like, seeing that in the harvest green's terrifying. Does the oak also have the super pretty blue eyes? It does. It definitely does. We got him yet? Just got him. And closer to messing the shot up than I would like to admit. Wow. Alright, I'm going to stop this recording so that I have that forever. Time for the trophy sacrifice. Sacrificing a full body mount? No doubt. No doubt one's coming down. I don't know which. I'm going to have to do some thinking here. Should he go here? That works, right? Like, I like this mount, but come on. It's a Great One Moose. Is it the massive platform, though? I'd rather not lose a massive platform because they can fit on extra large. That's probably where it's going to go. Perfect spot? I think we'll do that. I want to look at, quickly what... I don't know. That mount's not that special. Like, it is nice. Yeah, we're going to put him there. Because that way, everything's still right in the entrance. I almost wish the bears needed the massive platform. Because they're going to not fill that platform well enough. What's the date? June 25th, 2020. We need to remember that. How many kills was the grind? I would say, I'd estimate like 6,000. We killed a diamond today too. Pretty cool. Wow. Yeah, that was the right choice. God. You gotta appreciate the design that goes into them. I feel like... Oh, that's kind of cool. I feel like we need a pose like that. Maybe that one. Arga, thank you for subscribing. Welcome, welcome. Good to have you here. Beautiful combo. I mean, it's top tier. The eyes. The antlers. There was a point in the not too distant past that I just kind of resigned to the fact that I was never going to get one. And not only is that in our lodge, but the Great One Bear is too. Alright, so I'm going to dismantle the old... I'm still shaking. I'm going to dismantle the old multi-mount of the elk, because I'll still put that on the wall. Let's say June 2020. Not that. That. It is a 412. It has to go somewhere. We could take down a lot of stuff, really, but we need a large plaque. Glad we all got to see it on stream. I'm so glad we got one on stream, because it's always, you know, it's not like we kill a lot of great ones, so the odds aren't super high. But it's always bothered me that we were never able to get just one on stream, but we finally got one, and it was a pretty darn cool one. Video tomorrow? Well, tomorrow's the way the Hunter New Zealand release, so now I don't know what to do. We'll have to see. I don't know if I'll be able to have the time to get the extra video out. I don't know what to do with this thing. You missed it? If you want, you can rewind, like, literally probably 3-4 minutes. Maybe like 5 minutes, because I stared at him for a long time. You should be able to find it there. It's the only big rack elk we have. I guess we'll take this one down. And now I'm going back to June 2020 again. And then we can finally go and stare at him. Actually, it looks nice. Okay, back we go. 2 videos, maybe? We'll see. We'll see what we can make happen. A combined red deer was like 5,400. Bears were like 8,000, so that puts us at 13,500, let's say. Fallow were 6,100, so that's 19,600. Whitetail was 1,600, so that'd be 21,200. And then another like 6,000, 27,000 kill. Good lord. Like half of my harvest in Call of the Wild are getting those 5 great ones. Wouldn't trade it for that one though. There was such... The odds were not obviously favorable to get that exact combo. It's the coolest looking rack. Streaming away the Hunter tomorrow? Absolutely, yeah. So what are we going to do now? We got 20 minutes. It'll probably be longer than that, because now I'm just riding the most insane hype wave. Great Ones have been in the game for just under 4 years. It was April of 2024, and we finally got one live on stream. Layton? I mean, we can go to Layton. What if, let me do something here. Because what's going to happen is, people are going to ask if we got it. And if I have a screenshot of it, at least I can put him on screen for those to see. So, why don't we just do that? While I set this up. It's got to take me half an hour to click through the millions of folders that Steam screenshots are in, but that's fine. Okay. And then... I forget what I called it. Yeah, that one. Okay. Let's try to find... Oh, go get another one, obviously? Yeah, one of each is plenty for me. I am done grinding until the next great one comes out. Although someone asked if I was going to go back to whitetail, and I said, you know, there was a chance. I'm good for now. Twitch tomorrow here on YouTube. YouTube streams, the plan is tomorrow and Wednesday as well. Alright, I guess we'll go to Layton. People are going to think I'm grinding on Layton, though. Back to the bear grind? Nope, no thanks. Fine without that, actually. Hate to say it, but I think you need a great one moose for the Layton trophy cabin. Imagine there's one on the map, though. This is weird. Like, not having the great one, but like just about to go for a regular hunt on a stream. It's been so long since we've done that. Okay, yeah, some of you guys were asking Super Bowl predictions when the great one was there, and I figured I'd wait. I think I'm taking the Chiefs to win. they've been the better team on the field in the playoffs, and the Niners have arguably been the worst team in both of their games. In one? Which gun had... Yeah, I don't want that. Back-to-back great ones? Hey, you never know. We could go for quail, I guess, but we'll do a chill hunt here for a little while. I don't even know what to do with myself. Hate to see the Taylor Bull. Honestly, I don't. It literally does not impact my viewing experience at all. If they show her for 45 seconds, I'm probably taking a sip of beer or, you know, it's not real. It doesn't bother me. If the Chiefs win, I won't be here Monday. I'm gonna puke that red and white gun design. I think that was a Christmas thing. Remember that time Flinter got a great one on stream? I don't remember that. Hi, Shadow. Diamond albino quail for the moose multi-mount. I would just take simply either an albino male quail or a diamond quail, which can only be males now. Now you need your gold albino grizzly. Yeah, I mean, so quail could kind of be hunted while looking for a rare gold gator, a second one to go with our piebald. And then albino gold grizzly, which I don't know how to grind for that. Like, it's beyond just a shot in the dark. Let's go up here. Chase some elk. I've been negatively impacted for more time listening to people whine about Taylor Swift than I ever will be actually seeing her on screen. I get, like, there's... Oh, hey, we have music now. Did I ever... Oh, yeah, I did put the music back on. I get why people are being, like, you know... A lot of the people... Like, there's a bunch of people watching NFL games now that never cared about the NFL because they want to see, like, what Taylor Swift's wearing or whatever. Like, I get why people are like, you're not even watching the NFL for the right reason, but they are watching the NFL. So, like, shouldn't you be happy about that? It's gonna... If it's making the NFL more money, even if you think they shouldn't be making as much money as they are, it's only going to lead to potentially, like, bigger and better things. Maybe they finally hire full-time referees and stuff. So, you know, you just embrace it. Do the moose multi-mount? The only moose multi-mount is the one with the quail, and we do not have a diamond nor a rare male quail. So, maybe that'll be next week's stream. It'll certainly be a video in the near future. Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
See that? All you had to do was not be here, and...
I know, things appear when I'm not around. I don't suck all the luck out of the room.
The dudes that watch the NFL to see what Taylor Swift is wearing are creeps. Are there dudes that are doing that? I mean, some probably are. I've done it in the sense of, I'm watching a football game and Kyla's playing, I guess probably the Angler. It was a couple months ago. And she'd be like, hey, what's Taylor Swift wearing? I don't know. I think red. Half the girls I talk to say they only know Travis and continue to talk about football like they know what they're saying. Well, again, like, is that bad? If they're gonna learn it and take interest in it. Like, I don't think Kyla has taken any more interest in the actual product on the field. I don't think. Epics, thank you for the super chat. Sorry if it's been asked, but no way to Hunter early access. It's weird. We have early access, but we can't release content until tomorrow anyway. So, I guess if the idea was, like, go and get a bunch of 5 stars for your videos, then that would be fine. I'll tell you right now, I didn't do that. Like, I have content coming, but I decided not to, like, hunt a lot. And I am just gonna, like, do what I always do and, like, stream unlocking some of the map. I do have all the outposts unlocked and stuff. Yeah, it's a... I've never seen an early access setup like this. I'm not quite sure what the idea is, but, you know, they wanted to do it a different way for this one, and we'll be, like any other time, dropping a video tomorrow and doing a stream. The only difference is basically we don't release content beforehand, I guess. And then also congrats on the great one got here too late to see it live. Thank you, I really appreciate it. It was a pretty cool experience to get it live. It was weird though because like we found it, there was the whole freak out, and then we had him at 40 meters, and then some other moose spooked, and then he left. So there was a cooldown, and then we crawled to within 20 meters, got him with the bow. Found out a couple minutes later when I looked at the harvest screen, like pixels from Whiffic, like almost missed the lungs. But we got him, so all is well.
That would have sucked so
You don't know how bad I would have, because it will kill them. A flesh hit with a bow will kill them.
No, you're terrible.
So, like, it would have had to be clutch it with the 300, basically. It's an interesting random thing to bring up, Soup. Where did that come from? What recording / streaming software do you use? OBS Studio. I gotta say, I'm impressed too, because this is the first time I've ever recorded something that I was actually live streaming with OBS. I did it with Streamlabs OBS, and that was resource intensive. It would lag. I recorded for like 40 minutes. Seemed to do fine. You would have main menued? As a matter of principle, I would not have. I can't tell you that I wouldn't have wanted to. Like, I would have wanted to redo it, but you take away what actually makes them special. If you main menu, let me be clear, I don't care if you do it. Like, if you have done it or if you would do it, I'm not saying, like, you're wrong for doing this. But for me, I can't authentically sit here and be like, oh my god, guys, we're 20 meters away, here we go. If I'm gonna main menu if I mess it up, do you know what? Because then it's not actually intense. It's fake intensity. Does that make sense?
Then you just do it over and over and over again and mess it up. What's
Yeah.
the point?
If you can redo it, then it's not actually. But again, like if you mess one up and you want a main menu, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, you don't deserve it. I really don't care if you do. How was your day? Pretty darn good. Got a great one moose a little while ago, so now we're just chilling. Started the day by, actually I was playing Madden earlier. I won a Super Bowl thing, that was cool. Currently trying to get a Mel Blunt card that came out. I don't know if you know even who that is, probably not, but a Steeler legend and I'm a Steelers fan, so in the process of doing that this morning, then I recorded tomorrow's video, pretty happy with that. Great one, Moose live on stream, we're chilling. What gun are you using? Now we have the, oh, my perks are screwed up. We have the 44 lever action, we have the muzzleloader for some reason, and then the 30-06 and the 22H. Why is that my loadout? I just grabbed whatever we had in this loadout. It's a very strange setup. Let me redo, because I put everything in archery so that we wouldn't mess up. So we need that back, we need fast shouldering, we need body control, recoil management, and then there's one in archery that is important, and that would be move and shoot. Oh, what did I screw up? Dang it. I did one wrong. I think, do it this way. Move and shoot basically makes it so your gun doesn't wobble when you're moving. Duh. Also, this is bugged. Like, I didn't add a perk here, but it still shows I have one. So now we have that, so we can go back to body control. Seems to make more sense. All right, so now when we sidestep, doesn't wobble the gun all around. Not the 7mm because he wouldn't listen. I was distracted by a million things that were going on. Well, I didn't use the 44 for the grind. I did some actually, but in the end, it's not quite as powerful. Like, while you can get double lung shots and it does bring them down pretty well, it's your normal everyday like attempt at a hard shot beyond 150 meters is just tougher. It does get better penetration. You can get more organs and stuff. That's where it was a plus, and that's why I did use it some. But I just find that zeroing to 300 meters is so important. Basically, that's what it comes down to. What even, was that a subscriber? Because I didn't even see what it was. Whoever that was, thank you for subscribing. I'm guessing that's what it was. YouTube hates me and doesn't show me who subscribes in my alerts tab. Had to get a tooth pulled today. Man, did it hurt. I believe it. I've never had to have it happen, but I kind of dread one day maybe that being a reality. All the peeps saying that I missed anything makes me sad. Yeah, unfortunately, this was like the one stream that anybody coming in saying that I missed anything actually missed something. We did, in fact, kill a great one moose, and now we're just vibing. We're just out here shooting black-tailed deer in feed zones. Who would have thought? Oh, that was you? Well, thank you. Appreciate that. What combo was the moose? Here, I got you. Huh. Oak fur, big typical rack. That's always been the rack I wanted. From the beginning, oak fur was the one that I thought was the coolest. Not the coolest looking, though. I think speckled and two-tone, even birch, are probably like my favorite looking ones. The reason I've always wanted fabled oak, though, is the naming concept. You have, like, all these... not all of them, there's a couple that aren't, but basically all the fir types are named after trees. Oak, birch, spruce, ashen. Am I missing one? I think I might be. But oak, of those types of trees, is kind of like the biggest and the most quality wood. Is that a sentence that makes sense? So yeah, I always thought that was a cool one to get. Ashen's the one with the scars, right, Mel? Thought that was a piebald deer. It's just some elk out there. What color should I take to Australia? Ah, boy. I think the red deer color calls Rusa, Sika, and... not Sika. Rusa, Sambar, and obviously red deer. You'd want the antler rattler for fallow. I guess the hog squealer for feral pigs. How do you call hog deer? Oh, the roe deer color, I think. Need your glacier black bear to match? I just saw somebody got the other glacier variant. The opposite one of what I got. I like that it's got almost whiter fur, like in the face and neck patch. And like, I don't want this to sound like that guy got a bad one. I like mine better. I do prefer the one I got, but the glacier variant's just top tier. So is like a grinding crocs, 130 diamonds. Oh my god, 130 diamond crocs. I hope you get a super rare soon. That sounds miserable. Ashen or two-tone's my dream. Two-tone just, it's like a fabled piebald to me. Smammy boy, am I saying that correctly? Thank you for subscribing. I can't pronounce names, but that's okay. Layton is so great. I just feel like home. Like, it literally, I can't tell you how, like, it, not that I'm, like, anxious or stressed when I'm streaming, but it's almost like a stress reliever just coming here and it's just like, I guess it would be, for instance, if you work, like, let's say you work away from home, and then, you know, you're gone for 5 days and you come back. That's what it feels like to me. Probably not as, you know, pronounced, but it's just like coming back to a place that I spent a lot of time and I love it. How many do you have, Mel? Is it just 2? Just 2. I mean that is in, you have 2 furs. Do you have 2 great one bears or do you have a duplicate? Is a 272.72 diamond whitetail big? That's very big. Layton's the most comfortable map? That's a good way to put it. Just 2. Makes it sound like I have 12 or something. Do you only have 2 great one bears? Pfft. Weak. I'm at 1,012 moose, and herd managing them on Reventuli is impossible. There's so many spots. If you're herd managing, Reventuli might not be the best map to do it on. I think Reventuli can be a really good grind map. But it's, there's a lot of zones. Cream and spotted. I like that. It's almost like a royal, to me it looks royal. I don't know how that makes, but it looks to me like it's like, you know how, like, there's like, it's not called a, oh my lord, cape? Like a king's cape thing? It usually has that white fur. That's what the chest patch makes me think of. Hey, Mr. Biffin. What's going on, man? Ooh, hello. That guy ain't bad. What are we looking at? 230? It's gonna be a weird distance. Oh, why don't we use the muzzleloader? What rounds do I have loaded? Because I think... Wasn't I using... No, these are the right ones. Yeah, okay. So we aim a little high. Should be smoked. Yeah. Good deal. Casually spots Diamond Elk. I mean, I don't even know... Not to say it would change my reaction, but would it be a letdown? I think it would. Albino lion? What? Wait, what are you asking? Should I replay those membership alerts, by the way? I don't know if I can replay them individually or not. It might have to do the whole thing. Is this multiplayer? We're in single player right now. Any Great One Moose? Maybe. Maybe. How we got our Great One Black Bear and Great One Moose 6 days apart after spending a combined 38 months or something hunting them is kind of dumb. But we've been hitting grinding pretty hard lately, and it was only last week, Friday, that I decided to change how we were grinding on Medved. I picked like the 8 or so zones that were consistently spawning moose, and we just started rotating there, and we were killing about 40 an hour, which still isn't amazing, but it was decent. I bet we got, and we killed a diamond early in the stream, our 22nd kill. I bet the Great One Moose was maybe our 50th kill of the stream. Thought you're hunting some random elk? Well, I mean, we are, but we are, that's a big one. About 10 shy of diamond? We're literally just out here vibing. Yeah, there's a tractor coming down the hill, so I'm going to not let her get up at the window where she can see that, because everybody will get to listen to it. You're not coming up here, sorry. Great One Roosevelt? Yeah, we're just anticipating. Can you get a Great One to spawn if you don't have all the outpost/survey locations? Yeah, those don't have anything to do with spawns that I'm aware of. You're fine. Actually, didn't you do it on Quattro? You didn't have all Quattro unlocked when you got your Great One Red Deer. So I can say for a fact you can. Oh, that's true. You're not coming up here, Shadow. What do you want the next Great One to be? I want it to be Mule Deer. I don't know if they'll go away from base game Great Ones just yet. But if they will, then Mule Deer. If they're going to stick with base game, Roosevelt Elk feels like the best. Blacktail would be good too. Chaotic Puppet, thank you for the super chat. It feels really poetic that you get your last Great One, then go back to where it all began on Layton. Ah, that does, huh? I forgot that we had a Great One on Layton in our Whitetail. It is going to be the next whole bunch of streams. It's going to be weird. Like, I'm really going to enjoy just running around, though. I can't say that I wouldn't go and grind again. Like, the thing about it is, when you get a Great One, the high of it makes you want to go back again. I just don't have any desire to kill 6,000 more moose or whatever it might take. But if there was another species out there that I didn't have, I could dive right into it right now. Feel like it's elk? Elk could be really cool. Get any moose trophies? We got our Great One Moose, and we got a diamond moose too. There he is. Soup's gonna start accusing me of putting this on screen any chance I get, because I do that with my real life buck. Reckon boar for the next one? Could be. I don't want to do another nighttime grind, but at least it wouldn't be like I also have the moose grind to go and do. All right, come up here. Go look out the window. If Shadow barks, I apologize, but I think he's gone. For me, it's just having a structured plan. Grinding lets me have a goal and go for it, but randomly walking and shooting whatever isn't as fun. I get that. When I first started grinding for Whitetail, back when Whitetail Great Ones came out, I really fell in love with the structured side of it. And like you said, coming up with a plan. Like, it was so new. Nobody knew how grinding worked. Not to say I invented it, but everything I was doing was on the fly. I'm sure you guys in chat were probably suggesting stuff too, but it wasn't like we could be like, well, so-and-so killed their great one by doing this. Try that. We just did stuff. The reason that I don't love grinding as much as I like wandering around and hunting, it's probably my background in Classic and stuff. I just love the idea of, like, you know, going to a place you've never gone before and finding something that way. Hey, thank you, VKT. I read that, and then I was going to say about a second and a half before I did, but I had a really hard time in my brain getting VKT. For some reason, my brain was reading it backwards. TKV. What real life bug? I actually don't even have the image on here where I can put it on screen, but I know what you're doing. Anything cool yet? We are, in fact, done. All great ones in the game, in the lodge. I should back up my save file. That'd be a good thing to do. It's oh my god, it's after 5. Alright, we're gonna chill for a little while anyway, because we could call it the Great One After Party, I guess. But, after the stream, I'm definitely backing up my save. New Black Bear Great One grind? Not for me, someone else can. We really have our Black Bear grind, like, optimized. We could go and do it again. My headset's like all the way up because I want to hear the Great One music. So happy I could roar. Well, I appreciate you waiting until after the Great One. Your bear grinding for me now? That's yeah, I'll take that. You're grinding for bears now? Nice. Is 299.92 a big moose? It's a very nice moose. I thought like 600 for viewers, huh? Something must be happening, and I joined and you were just walking, so I didn't make a big deal out of it. Such a shame. It was like almost a 40-minute ordeal from the time we spotted him till the time we got him. Which was good, like, you know. The reason I try to get great ones with a bow isn't because I think it's challenging or, you know, I don't know, proving my skill. It's because it makes you get close. We could have, because I had the 300 obviously that you're grinding with. We could have shot him at 110 meters right after we saw him, but it was a 40-minute experience of trying to get close and solving the puzzle of getting to where he was because he was in a weird spot. And it made it fun. Soup, you're gonna need a new pair of jeans. Shoot it with a bow? Yes, and nearly messed it up. Did I screenshot the... I don't think I did. Oh, look. I did not screenshot the harvest screen with the arrow. It's not like I hit the edge of the lung, but it was like the width of the hit cam thing. Like, I would say bullet, but obviously it was an arrow. It was like the width of an arrow from being against the edge of the lung. Like 2 arrows away from completely missing the lung. It was weird too though, like I'll show you what I did. It was far forward like that. I don't know if that's gonna be a long shot or not. It looks like not. But at an angle to where we were shooting like quartering. So it was not a terrible shot, I don't think. But it nearly ended up with a terrible outcome. Speaking of terrible, wow. That was bad. Ah, get away from me. No. No touch. God, I can't even... clicking all the wrong buttons. Never mind, I didn't want to kill any of those other ones anyway. So yeah, I made basically this exact shot, but... about here. It was really close to being bad. Like, bad. Any diamonds yet? We got ourselves a diamond moose, we got the Great One moose, and now we are vibing. There you go. That was the lad. Would you consider doing an axis deer hunt? I recently did one and got a diamond and albino in Australia. I probably would. I would need to kind of plan it out because I'd want to make it, you know, some way unique because it's hard to select one species and do a video on it, because like what I don't like doing is coming out with a video and being like, well, I really need a diamond, I mean, we did it with bobcats. I need a diamond bobcat. We're gonna hunt for bobcats today. The odds that I actually find that are not good, but if we're just going for a hunt on New England, we might find all kinds of stuff. Axis deer, especially me not being super familiar with like hotspots and stuff for them, I would definitely want to know what I'm doing a little bit better. Great one, Meese for the ledge. Did you know that you could have bet your whole channel and everything you own on that I'm grinding moose right now? You're saying I can bet that, or if I bet that I'd be right? Watching while in database lab, get that great one. We did in fact do that on Medved. So now we're just chilling on Layton. We're actually past the end of the stream time, but just wanted to kind of hang out for a little while, relive the moment a couple dozen times, and we'll be good. How'd you feel about a Great One Croc down the line? Yeah, if they made the models bigger, I think it could be cool. My concern with Crocs is, would it be interesting to grind? Because all you're going to do is run the coast, right? I guess you could go in the swamp, but nobody's going to do that. So I'm not sure that, you know, are they special enough? Because I think they're going to end up being common. And thank you, J-Rix.
Well, you look like a pissant.
Thanks, Paul. You should do a hunt where everything you do is picked by a wheel? I used to do, it wasn't a wheel, but it was the same idea. When I was in college, or even maybe high school, I was going to college to be a computer science major. And, you know, I could write rudimentary code and stuff. So I made a random hunt thing. You know what it was? It might not have been like that, though. I think what it was people would comment and say, like, you know, hunt. I remember one Zaggy put it in there. It was like, hunt rabbits on Sutler Creeks with a 22 or something terrible. So I had all these suggestions, and then I put those in a random number picker. But I coded it up. The thing was, I put that on screen at the beginning, like my little coded thing choosing it, so you could see that I wasn't just, you know, making stuff up. It was actually running a random number generator and coming up with it. But people kept commenting like, oh, what's that hack you're using? So I had to stop doing that. Do you know what a delete a diamond challenge is? I can imagine what it would be. I probably won't do one, if that's going to be the next question. A Great One duck would be so annoying. Well, we know from grinding for diamond geese, some of the diamond ducks I need on Reb and Thule, you don't get waterfowl respawns unless you kill every member of the flock, which would be really annoying. Thank you, Jordan. What sports did you play in high school? In high school, I only played baseball. In grade school, I played baseball, football, and basketball. But I'm not the tallest lad, nor am I the biggest lad, so football and basketball went away pretty quick. Great One Quail, yeah, that's one of them things that if they ever came out with that, I'd say, like, good luck to everybody grinding. I'm not doing that. 8 a.m. Let's make it whitetail drink time. We'll scoot through Balmont, and then we'll probably wrap this up. What was the kill count? I'd say 6,000 or so. Did you finally give up on Medved? I wouldn't say we gave up. But we are done with Medved. What was I saying? Oh, kill count. Around 6,000. I'd lost track forever ago, but just based on the rates that we were able to kill moose and how long we went, something like that. I meant to rest. Yeah, 8 a.m.'s fine. Mel will grind the burbs. I think I could do it because I found a really efficient way to grind geese. It was with the 22 air rifle, but I think I can do it. Wait, did you get your Great One moose? Well, let me show you. Kill counts, at least one. Not wrong. Good combo too? I'm thrilled with it. I was as shocked that it was the rack I wanted. And, you know, would I have been upset with any of the racks? No. If it was the big non-typical, I'd have been thrilled. If it was the spider rack, I'd have been the least ecstatic, but I still would have been thrilled. And then quad paddle, I think, is really cool. And then furs, there is no fur where I'd have been like, oh man, I like them all. But the very first combo I ever wanted was that. So to get it live on stream was just insane. Everyone thinks I hacked my trophy, so I showed them how many level 4 bears I have. That'll show them. The Great One Moose image coming like the IRL buck? I think once the video of the moose drops will be good. It will be weird to edit that. I didn't want to mute the music. Like the background music that you're hearing right now. Because then it just would have been awkward silence behind trying to stalk into a moose. So, however the edit goes. Also, the overlay is going to be there, but I don't care. It's kind of a cool overlay. What time in the stream? Well, I harvested it at, 4:34, so that would have been an hour and 30 minutes roughly is when I would have shot it. So I hear there's a Great One moose. Maybe. I'm kind of glad I didn't, because it would have seemed kind of, awkward. But I almost started the stream by saying, imagine if we got the Great One moose today. Nice new Great One moose, why thank you. 1.8k seconds. Is that how many seconds into the stream we got it? What? Oh my god. Oh. Oh wait, I don't know how long 1.8k seconds is. That's a fabled combo? That is indeed a fabled combo. Get this, I was around 700 moose kills into my Great One moose grind, and when I went to check some outer zones that I took out of the rotation, I found a Great One whitetail? Well, I guess like just shooting whitetail on the side? What did I do that with? It was moose here on Layton. I was shooting some whitetail on the side, like, you never know. Didn't work. This is a sick Call of the Wild day. First you get a Great One now. KC's tracking a mellow level 8 lynx. Ooh, nice. "24 hours, holy. Should be starting to get whitetail in these zones any second now. Adjustments, the new Great... Wait, what about adjustments? We did make adjustments to our setup, if that's what that means. There we go. Big male. About two... I keep getting the wrong gun. 220? I don't think that hit as well as I wanted. Oh, God. Well, I think it'll kill him, but it might take a while. Imagine you get a Great One now. I mean, we have way over 2,000 kills on Layton. It is absolutely a possibility. Is it a likelihood? No. What I think is crazy, though, like, it could have been... I'm, like, straight up leaning back now, by the way.
Hey, I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Me in my leaning back pose. It could have been so much longer till we got it, because the night I got the Great One bear, same thing I said a little while ago, like, you ride that dopamine high of getting a Great One. So I was like, okay, I'm figuring out this moose grind. And the first thing I did was like, I feel like I gotta restart, because my medved is just such a mess. I've shot so many moose, and I've got tents everywhere. I wanted a clean slate. So I went to Yukon. And I set up like 8 tents. I killed 30 moose probably. And I was just like, I don't know. So I went to Layton and I killed 10 moose. My Layton grind is so slow. And I was like, that's not going to work. I think I went to Reventuli I checked 3 lakes and had all cows. So I went back to Medved. And I've streamed moose twice. If I can get 40 moose an hour, I've maybe killed 200 more moose. Max. And we got them. What music do you like? I don't listen to a lot of music, but if I do, it's usually country stations. If I'm driving with Kyla, I don't make her listen to football talk. We'll play Taylor Swift or whatever. But if I'm driving just myself somewhere, like for instance, let's say Kyla's visiting family in Georgia and I gotta go pick her up at the airport when she's flying home, the whole 2-hour drive to the airport is football podcasts or anything like that. I do like the Great One music. Do you claim all your kills? I mean, there's stuff that I shoot where I'm like, I'm not going to get that, but I try to. If, we might not be claiming this one by the looks of things, because I don't see his, because that's old tracks there. Hey, you guys know where that dead pal of yours is? I listen to Taylor Swift because that's Kyla's theme tune. I have heard a lot of Taylor Swift in the last almost 3 years. Biggest buck he killed in real life? It's in the channel art. It was a 180 and 6/8 non-typical. Pal World? I mean, if you don't think I'm going to play Pal World after the stream now that I don't have any grinding to do, you'll be incorrect. That's definitely what I'm going to do. Best gun? It totally depends on what you're hunting. I think like as an overall, the 7mm is kind of the most versatile gun. The best big game guns, the 300. You know, it just depends what you're after. I listen to podcasts exclusively unless my girlfriend's with you. It's the way it goes. You better join a voice call? Maybe. Wish my girl would play games with me like yours does? That was, I mean, the way we met was Kyla coming into stream because she played Call of the Wild, so that's kind of how we got to know each other to begin with. Are you enjoying Pal World? Yeah, I can't say it if you can't tell. Pal Word, I just said.
Pal World.
Say it fast, though.
Pal World.
Yeah, it sounded like what I just said.
Just say
Now you sound like a Psyduck or something. Anyway, I am really enjoying it. I don't like that it's so Pokemon-like. Like, there's so many things that I see, I'm like, that's a straight ripoff. But I don't know, like, is it enough different? It probably is. I do think it's gonna, like, the issue that's gonna come up is, I think you can quickly reach a point where you've kind of, you're just grinding to be able to get to another level to unlock something, or maybe to, you know, level up your pals one more. I hate pals is the word, too. I just feel like there's a better word out there. Don't know what it would be, but anyway. Level up to be able to fight the next boss or something. I love the beginning, though. It's why I enjoy Farming Sim. It's why I love Subnautica. That beginning grind of, like, you're level 1, you have nothing, and you gotta work your way up. I mean, I can sit there for 6 hours. Easy. If it wasn't late last night, because I made a new world last night, I wanted to learn some base building stuff, because on the server Kyla and I play on, we just unlocked, like, the ability to build a second base, and I want to make it, like, a huge base. I like base building, if you can't tell. So yeah, I went to mess around with some stuff, and I probably spent an hour and a half before I looked up, and I was like, oh crap, I gotta go to bed. I gotta go back to school to learn my R's. You know, I was never in the, what is that? It was speech therapy or something. I never had those classes or anything. Like, I didn't have to do that. But sometimes I wonder if I should have. Should play Red Dead again. Never say never. In the lead up to GTA 6 next year, there's a real chance I'll be playing Red Dead. Your sleep schedule is done away with entirely. Mine was kind of screwed up, but I got up. See, I gotta go to speech class. I got up early this morning. Not like early. It wasn't like I was out of bed at 5, but Shadow woke me up at 7:40 something, and I was like, yeah, that'll work. So I just made coffee and sat here, and I played Pal World for an hour, because I was messing with that base stuff again. Then I played Madden for a little while. Finished my coffee, recorded tomorrow's video, and fired up a stream. You know, when you put it that way, it doesn't sound like I've done very much, but that did take, as far as streaming and recording, 6 hours today. Some Pal World? Literally, like, I don't know why my brain's like, nope, you're not saying that. That's why Pokemon's better, I can say that. I do think aspects of it, at least, not all of it, but aspects of Pal World are what a lot of us have always wanted Pokemon to be. Like, the way that you can attack and stuff, and the fact that, getting into a battle, I guess, if you want to use that term, yet phrase, doesn't require, like, a separate screen and stuff. You can just, like, attack things that are around you. It's a more open world Pokemon, which is cool. Do you do YouTube for a living? I've been doing YouTube exclusively as my job, or content creation, because I stream on Twitch too, since January of 2018, I believe. Might have been 19. I think it was 18. I've been doing YouTube since like 2015, but I went full-time somewhere in that realm. It's been a while, I forget. Alright, let's jump over here. We'll run around for a couple more minutes and we'll probably wrap up. How dare you diss Power World? There's nothing. I really like it, don't get me wrong. But there's parts of it that and it's early access, they'll improve it for sure. There's parts of it that I think need to be better. What are we hunting? We're just kind of chilling. Whitetail, sort of, but just whatever's around. 2 great ones in 1 week makes the speech struggles real? Maybe. Too much adrenaline. I'm going to relive that shot for a while. How close that was to be. I thought that I took a safe shot. Like, I really did. In my mind, like when I go back and relive what I was thinking, because I didn't say it out loud, I thought about trying to shoot it in the heart. Because our whitetail great one, you know, whitetail with the, whatever they are, 400, are they 420 grain arrows, I think? A double long shot drops them. Red deer I shot through the neck and dropped. Neck and lung. Fallow deer, the bow drops them. The black bear didn't drop, but it was as close to dropping as you can get without being an immediate kill. But moose don't drop with a heart shot anyway. Like, they run some, so I was like, is it really that important to get an insta-kill? Like, there's not going to be some... I've thought of, like, a future montage with great ones. And if they all drop with a bow shot, that would be awesome. But since the moose runs anyway, why not just... don't add that additional risk? And I still almost messed it up. The wind got you? I do think the wind blew that. Because I think... I mean, here, we can go back and watch it. I think we shot, if anything, behind the shoulder. Let me... Before I put the screen cap thing in. YouTube's muted. If I pull up my own stream here... I don't know why it's not telling me that I'm live. Okay. Pretty sure I am. There it is. And then it should be... What are we at now? 2 hours? Should be an hour ago. Okay, so if I make a screen cap thing... Hello? There it is. Does that do what I want? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, it froze there for a second, but we're okay. All is well. Just put that below the alerts in case anything happens. And we'll... Oh, can you not click to fast forward now? All I did was pause it. Wait. There it is, yeah. I'm gonna go 2 times speed till we get to the shot. The whole thing was never live, you're just hallucinating? Maybe. Mommy, I'm on screen! I'm on TV! I feel like I can... Okay, that's where we want. Shot analysis with Flinter. So I thought I aimed behind the shoulder. Let me hold on a minute. Hold on. I just want you guys to know, like, in my mind, like, the way I remember it is like this. I remember it being, like, right there. I don't, like, in my head, it was not that small. Like, legit. This feels like it's way further away on screen. I swear, I could see, like, the individual hairs on the thing when I shot. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm aiming at the shoulder. I don't think that was crazy. Like, this is the way I remember the shot being. I'll slow-mo when we draw back. The wind is windy. It is windy. Here we have the Flinter crawling up on his prey. Would Steve Irwin say Flinter? Flinter, I mean. Okay. 0.25 speed. No, that's on the shoulder. I do think the wind blew it some, huh?
Everyone was saying look at the wind, but
Yeah, I knew the wind was there, but I was just curious. At 25 meters, I didn't think the wind would do that much. Anyway, it's interesting. Interesting stuff. Let me get rid of that. Okay. Had to be the wind, yeah. Shoulder aim with the wind, Oofia. I'm just surprised that it impacted it that much at 25 meters. But that was why I made a point of, like, we are not shooting unless he's, I think I said under 22, but the rock kind of prevented us from getting any closer. Because if we dropped down that hill any, the rock was going to block him. Streaming his own stream? This is literally a streamception. Something to remember for future shots? For sure. Like, a couple of things that I just was incorrect about. Call the Wild Wise. I didn't know when you're calling in like a herd of animals that if one spooks, the rest of them kind of trot away. Like that I do remember herd spooking with wildebeest when Verhunga came out. I remember that being a thing. But, like, I didn't realize it still existed, I guess. I thought maybe they got rid of it. And then the wind being that big a factor at 25 meters seems wild to me. Should have ran up to the great one and done a hip shot with a bow. You can get perks that make your hip shots more accurate. Yeah, I do agree with that, Soup. I definitely wasn't at even the center of the shoulder. Holy, I did it twice. Corey, thank you for subscribing. Welcome. Soup smelling toast. Some soup flavored toast. Does FOV affect aiming? It shouldn't, because all any of your sights do in these games is basically show you the center pixel on your screen. So, like, if you ever use the recurve, the reason it's kind of hard to aim is the end of the arrow isn't the center pixel. Like, this crosshair, no matter how I zoom or anything, is the exact center of my screen. That's all that the scope is doing for you. You could remove, you could just place a dot there, and it would be the same. But, FOV should, even though you're seeing a wider field of view, you're still looking at the center. Hey, Robbins. When's the new map for Way the Hunter releasing? Tomorrow. We will have, hopefully, one video, one stream tomorrow, one video, one stream Wednesday. Checking it out. Probably Thursday's video will be Way the Hunter. I need to decide when we're doing this Great One Moose video. I haven't figured out when I'm going to put that video out just yet, but we'll get there. Huh? There's going to be a lot to do tomorrow. Maybe. Assuming the Way the Hunter stream goes for like 3 hours or so, which it probably will, my voice will probably be pretty dead. Meaning I'll need some time to recuperate it before I record the next video, whenever that's going to happen. Huh? Oh, you're saying I should edit it tonight? I probably need to separate myself from it for a little while so I can edit it best. Like, I do my best editing when it didn't just happen. Because then when it just happened, like I just said, like, in my mind, it was a way, like, more zoomed in sight picture and stuff. So I think it's better to watch everything laid out on screen and not try to force it to how I remember it. Dropped the kids off at school, so I'm back. They were late because I was watching you get the Great One. I'm sorry it took me so long. I didn't try to make it take that long. You can tell the teacher it was my fault. Let it soak in, go of a celebratory beverage. The only thing I have is like half a jar of moonshine. We're trying to be healthy around here. Definitely thought the drop the kids off was a poop reference. I mean, you never know. Worth it. Could a 3-star mature make it to 5-star? I have when I don't want it to look gray, big 6x6. What species? Because different species have different, like a 2-star mature red deer has a chance. Whitetail, for instance, if it's a 3-star mature, it basically has no chance. Is any alcohol healthy? Not really. I mean, like, small bits of it are good for you, but healthy, I don't know. Like Wile E. Coyote after he caught the Roadrunner, didn't know what to do next. I definitely don't know what to do next. Like, we're just running around halfway aimlessly here on Layton Lakes, but I like Layton, so I can do that. Alcohol isn't exactly bad. Yeah, I mean, if you're drinking, like, you know, if you want to have 4 or 5 or 6 beers or whatever to get buzzed or whatever it does to you, depending on the person, that's a lot of empty calories and stuff. It's not, like, bad for you so long as you stay within a certain limit, for sure. This is why I eat fermented bread, your fermented bread. Mule deer. 3-star matures definitely have a chance. If it's really gray, it might die before it gets there, but normally I wouldn't take the risk. I wouldn't shoot it unless it gets to 5-star, basically. If you don't want to lose it, you know, you got to make that call, but I think you're better off leaving it, and if it does die of old age, at least its genetics hopefully influence the next up-and-comers. I am soup. Do the animals notice your flashlight? No, not at all. They do not mind it. Wrong gun. Am I whitetail grounding right now? Not very effectively if I am. So I think we'll go back to the Trophy Lodge, give them one last look, and then we'll probably wrap up the stream. My dog's barking at the squirrel right now, and it's so annoying. Sometimes they do that. Shadow barks at a lot of things. Rarely is it not annoying. Whitetail grind without the M1? It's crazy that that was like the meta grinding gun back then. Whitetail maiming? That's more accurate. Doesn't look gray, is still brown? Yeah, I would definitely wait then. Okay, that bullet doesn't even exist. Then guts. And then double lung because I took pity on it. Real ones grind with a break action 7mm? That would be a challenge. Like, let's get a great one with a single shot weapon. And by that I mean grind entirely with a single shot. A challenge for someone who's not me. I'm gonna enjoy walking past this doorway for a very long time. And we saw it at a distance. Like, the detail in these antlers, I just think is really neat. Like, you can see basically like where the velvet was and like the blood vessels, I guess. Is there blood vessels in velvet? I think there are. I think that's what that is. Like those lines on the antlers. I do think it is pretty sweet. So I would say, as we stare at this guy, make sure he's fully in view there. So happy for you, enjoy it. I am definitely gonna be reliving that moment of spotting him for a long time. Oak fur type, big typical rack. Just like the only, it couldn't have been better. Like, there's literally zero combinations that I would prefer over this. I just think it worked out so well. Anyway, I do think that's going to do it for this one. It was nice to have a post-great one. We had like an hour almost on Layton, just hanging out, chilling. Looking forward to more of such streams. Definitely this week, like Friday's stream, I would certainly imagine that'll be Way the Hunter as we explore the new map coming tomorrow. There will be a stream tomorrow. I don't know what time. Early though, like mid-morning, I'm guessing. Right here on YouTube. We'll be back streaming Away the Hunter, and I think that's going to be the plan for Wednesday as well. But anyway, that's going to do it for this stream. As always, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for sticking with me on a crazy long grind and a crazy long stock. Thanks for hanging out, and I will see you in tomorrow's, I think, video first and then stream. We'll see what order we do it in. Bye!